Mm-hmm.
Was it? It was after the Super Bowl when that
The year after. The year after, and that's the year. The year after is the year that we started. We're shit. You know what I mean? That's the year we went 4-12.
Yeah, and we're going to bring this guy back, and he's supposed to be the leading guy that's coming in. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
What's up? What's up, Raider Nation? What's up, Raider Nation? Gravy's in the house.
What's up, Raider Nation?
Yes, sir.
Let's some water. Let me go get some water. Fuck, I forgot to get my water.
You need some water in your body, bro.
Oh. Man, let's go. The Rams are out. 23-24. Jeez.
Robert Daniel, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Good weekend. My weekend was crazy.
Oh, you know Mr. Took Your Soul has to be in the chat.
Of course he is, bro. That's my dog.
I'm surprised there ain't no kissing lips on there or something.
Ooh, okay, shit. Great, man. Get him. So,
It's all gonna be blasted on me now, huh?
He's gonna get you.
All right, bro. Hey, I don't play video games.
You're fucking stupid. Shout out to everybody.
If you want to kill me, I don't play video games.
We're gonna get you set up. We're gonna get you a little boxing match, Human Soul on fucking.
Is that Top Beats?
Who? What? Top Beats is here? Wow.
Top Beats. I hope he's in Fresno. He's still in Fresno. Much love for your sobriety. I've been seeing you, brother. So keep it up, bro. Keep it up. Keep up your sobriety, Top Beats.
Yes, sir. Fucking Reedley College, bro. They just showed a commercial right now of fucking Reedley College with old.
I've seen it.
Yeah, you just seen it? Yeah. You guys are crazy. If you guys don't know, Reedley College is in Fresno, while on the outskirts of Fresno. It's a small little town. Shout out to the homie. He has a fucking pizza shop out there and shit like that. One of my old school homies and shit like that. But it was really, really small little town, and Josh Allen went there. Josh Allen went there, and then he got picked up. I don't know who he got picked up by. He got transferred and stuff like that. He was there for like 2 years or some shit like that. You got
to start off first, bro. He went to Fireball High School.
So he went to so Fireball. So there you go. So Fireball.
Then he went to Reedley.
Then he went to Reedley, right? And then after he went to Reedley, he was there for like 2 years, and then he went to whatever college. And bro, like that's why I respect the kid, bro. Because I mean, shit. He was even at Derek Carr's camp, and he actually did some. He was actually like, I think he was like one of the top highest guys in Derek Carr's camp. But regardless, whatever, man. Welcome, guys. RaiderNationLive, the Offseason podcast. Gabe's getting some water real quick. It's always me, Dirty Low, or at RaiderNationLive. Got Coach Gravy right there in the middle. Raider Gabe right there. He'll be pulling up, man. Thank you guys for pulling up, man. Appreciate all you guys. Like we always tell you guys, be thankful for what you do, got what you don't. Don't drink and drive. I'm gonna get to the chat and we'll start chopping it all up, bro. There's all kinds of shit going on this whole fucking week, bro. Ever since the last show that we had, bro, it's been crazy. To me, I just like, dude, I don't. All these fucking different rumors and all this bullshit, man. It just kind of pissed me off to the point where it's like.
That's
just
what it is.
Hire the guys. Just to hire the guys you guys need to. But I guess it's part of the deal. All right, let me get to the chat real quick. Rob Penny, what's going on, bro? So his six stepper, what's going on, bro? Penny showing love. So what's going on? Orlando, what's up, brother? Hopefully you're having a good one. Robert Penny showing some love. Bearded Raider, what's going on? Top B, salute to you, brother. Salute. Artie Raider, what's going on, brother? Salute. Hopefully you're having a good one. T209er, what's up? Tops, bro. They are not them boys. They are not them boys.
They're suckers. They're suckers.
Hey, we're gonna get into all that shit too, but we'll talk mainly Raider balls and shit like that. Sean Johnson, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. I was reading all this shit. Demon, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, brother. So hopefully you're having a good one. I was saying salute, low gravy. I got something to say. The Raider Paul clown dude threatened me on Lunatic show. He can't take a debate. The best award for the internet gangster goes to Paul. Fucking shit. John Raider salute, bro. I think Josh Allen is from Fireball. Yeah, he is from Fireball, bro. Joe Ali, what's going on, bro? Rob Pena, what's up, man?
My face talk, but it's too cold out here. It's
too cold. Easy.
Yeah,
bro.
Right?
We can stay.
Where'd you go, Gabe? Where'd you go, Gabe? It took a while, bro. Did you go do something real quick and then got to come mask up, or what's up?
Yeah.
Oh no, I have to go.
You want people to see?
I want to go take a water break now. Water break.
Low water break. What's going on, bro? Salute to you, man.
Powder break.
Raider Jerry, what's going on, bro? Hopefully you're having a good weekend. How was you guys' weekend, bro? I didn't really talk to you guys this weekend, man.
My weekend?
DJ Shy over here. DJ Shy. Everybody can't be like that, bro.
DJ. That's my DJ. Go DJ. Nah, it's okay. I seen you fucking. You fucking doing your thing, huh? Fucking DJing.
Yes, sir. It's only getting better.
Had all them trampas over there. Had all them trampas and tortas dancing.
Hey, bro, shit. 45 to from 21 to 45, bro. I'm in. I mean, I even see some.
Hey, before I don't know if you guys have said anything, but how about them Cowboys?
Let's go. Hey, should have cracked me up the most. They have the what's the name? Have the camera panning. Fucking Steven Smith, and then they show him. He's like, he's laughing. Skip Bayless is throwing this shit away, bro. I'm so glad. Like, hey, you know what would be best? It would be best if Niners get knocked out too.
You can go off on first take.
OJ, what up, bro? That shit's funny, bro.
I thought the Rams were gonna win, but hey, man, that's cool, man, for Detroit to win. They haven't got a playoff win in fucking years, dog. That's just cool for them. Now it's Archer, man. Fuck, next year it's Archer. God darn it.
You can say damn it, bro. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh, I can't, dog, because it's God. I said the other word first.
But... Dang it.
Darn.
Cheese and crackers.
Darn.
Cheese and crackers. Darn.
I would have said like some other word, fucking, but I would have said damn it behind it.
We gotta get the beat. We gotta get the beat thing on here. Beat.
Beat. Raider Room, what's good, bro? It's 15 degrees. Where the fuck are you, Room? Are you in the bay? Is you the Room? Are you in the bay? Where you at?
Ain't no 15 degrees in the bay. Shoot, 15 degrees in the bay.
I think he's somewhere else. I think he's another.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not necessarily. I don't really know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 15 degrees. That's a motherfucker right there, bro.
15 degrees, bro. Like yesterday. That Chiefs game.
Keep your nuts warm. Keep your nuts warm, Raider Room.
Yes,
that show was what? 20. I mean, that show like felt like minus 27 with the wind chill yesterday at the fucking Chiefs game.
Was it?
That's crazy. Bro. Yeah, that was minus like it was minus like 7 or something like that. But with the minus with the wind chill and all that shit, it said it felt like minus 27 or something.
Where's Wild Turkey at?
Raider Pete, what's up, bro? Last time the Lions won the playoff game, I'd seen that. It was 1991. I'm glad they fucking won, bro. I'm from SoCal, but I'm in Fort Worth. Oh, yeah, it's cold as fuck over there, bro.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Ooh. Where's Wild Turkey? Wild Turkey, where you live at minus 1 degrees? You gotta move out there, man.
Turkey's in Kansas City, no? He's in Missouri.
Orlando's right there in KC. Look at
KC too, yeah.
KC. So he got that fucking yesterday's weather.
Yep. Orlando's Chief game was -18. Just Missouri.
Well, you better have a good ass job making you go way over there.
Hey, that fool fucking Andy Reid's fucking mustache was fucking frozen, dog. Did you see that shit? Oh, that shit was fucking nasty, dog. Because you know what that shit was all fucking boogers, snot and shit, just freezing on the way down.
That's what it was.
You know what I mean? It had his fucking whole. It had his whole fucking mustache frozen. It had like little icicles from his mustache.
Jesus.
He had little stalagmites growing on his mustache. Man.
Hey, Tommy's got a good question. Tommy's got a good question. He goes, "What do you guys think about the correlation with Dan Campbell winning their first playoff game in 32 years, and people think AP can do the same? What do you guys think about that?"
That's what I've been saying, dog. Why can't he be that type of coach? Why can't he be the next Tomlin? Why can't he be the next Dan Campbell, whatever? You know what I mean? It's like fucking AP, dog. People just keep going back to the experience this, experience that. Like, come on, man. Like, this guy, for me, he's our coach, and that's it, dog. I'm tired of even fucking repeating myself. That fucking say the same shit every damn show. Shit, but it's just Harbaugh's not gonna come here, dog. You already seen him. He already had an interview with the Chargers. That's the first team you want to go see. It's just like, I think at the end of the day he's gonna be over there, dog. We gotta just keep what we have in house. Let's keep Champ. Let's keep fucking AP. Let's keep fucking let's keep Graham, and let's go get another fucking offensive coordinator to finish off this staff early, dog. Like quick, so that way we can fucking get into, you know what I mean, what we have to do next year. You know what I mean? Fucking already start, because every day is important, dog. Evaluating these players that are coming up in the draft, because you want to get the right guy. You know what I mean? So every day counts. So getting the right guys in the building, like for me, it's AP and the staff that's kind of here already, except for the offensive coordinator. So as long as we can get them in here as fast as possible, dog, as early as possible, we can fucking, start on next year's plan. You know what I mean? And because it's not that, I don't think it's far-fetched from, grabbing what we need to grab and kind of plugging the holes that we need. You know what I mean? And the biggest one is quarterback, you know what I mean? But I think that there's the opportunity is there this year in the draft, you know what I mean, to go pluck one out. And you see what Stroud is doing, dog, you know what I mean? So, and I just think that these quarterbacks nowadays are coming in a lot sooner, a lot ready. I mean, they're ready a lot sooner. You know what I mean? So a lot of these quarterbacks, it's especially with, I think that this next fucking draft class is going to prove that even more, dog. So we just got to go in there and get the right guy, bro. That's to me, that's the biggest thing this week.
Yeah,
this upcoming week. You know what I mean?
Well, it looks like what he's doing, Gabe, is that he's we haven't interviewed any coaches, so we've only interviewed just the general manager spot. So I think he wants to get his basis, get that settled out first, and then Champ. I think Champ's the last one that he's in an interview, but he had that guy Dobbs in there.
Guy
yesterday, right? Champ got interviewed yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. And then he had a hit stick was saying that he got a interview with ATL in Atlanta.
That's AP, right? Yeah, AP got he's gonna get a head coaching interview with Atlanta.
But we haven't interviewed any coaches.
I think that's what I think the report. Some reports saying that they're going through the GM, so that way the GM could be named as soon as next week. So that way, I think that's gonna be the biggest kind of like. You're gonna be able to see a lot more by who he picks. If he picks Champ, dog, I think it's almost like a slam dunk that they're gonna keep AP. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna be a big sign. You know what I mean? So I think this week's gonna tell us a lot of who's probably gonna be our head coach by what they say. With the GM position.
Yeah. What Soul put right there? He says they want to get a GM. Have input for the head coach. Shout out to Demon right here. He says, I think AP will do the same thing to the Raiders what happened in Detroit. Opinion saying that AP is my coach. Yep. Shout out from Mexico. Rod Gas. Salute to you, brother. Bro. I see Belichick getting a big check from the Cowgirls. Man, I don't even see that shit. I heard true, man. Yeah. I don't know how true it is, but I have a feeling that what's name ain't going to be there no more.
Who?
McCarthy. I think he's done. Because I mean, how many years now? What, 7 years? 7 years?
Yeah, they're either gonna fucking promote Dan Quinn, or I think they're gonna because Dan Quinn's gonna be up for a lot of head coaching positions too, dog. So I think they're either gonna go with a fucking Dan Quinn, or they're gonna there's already talk of Bill Belichick going to the Cowboys and shit like that. That's crazy shit, dog. Man. That's crazy. But we'll see.
Yeah, Joe Ali says we're set to interview Leslie Frazier for a head coach. I don't even know who that is, to be honest. I'm being dead honest with you guys.
The Raiders were?
Head coach from the Minnesota Vikings before. He's a defensive coordinator as well for the fucking Vikings. He's a minority candidate too, though. So you never. That could be a lot of the things is like that too. You know what I mean? They have to interview them. They have to.
So there was something that I read. I don't know if we talked about it, or somebody sent it to me, or I think it was me and So were talking about it, or I forgot who I was talking about it with. They're saying that if they brought in Ed Dods, they were going to have Champ Kelly as somewhat of like, say, president of an advisor or president, not actually a GM, but like right under the GM, president of affairs, player affairs, whatever, whatnot, which will keep them in the room. You know what I mean, as far as that, because apparently Ed Dods is pretty good. But then what you just told me right now is that Ed Dods was over here from 2003 to 2006, but also Ed Dods, he got people like fucking Frank Clark, you know, DK Metcalf, because he was a part of the Legion of Boom. So he has, you know what I mean, he has, like, I'm not saying that he didn't do a good job, or he won't be a good GM for us. You know what I'm saying?
I think he wasn't a GM. He wasn't a GM at Seattle, bro.
I think with the news,
he was a college scout. He was a college scout. All those years with the Seahawks. He was an intern with the Raiders.
For sure, yeah. Intern but I think with the news of what's his name, going to I forgot what I was gonna say, dog. Oh, with Champ Kelly, you know what I mean? With the news about Champ Kelly, you know what I mean? Fucking interviewing well with the Panthers and shit like that. So I don't think he'll stay as an advisor, dog. You know what I mean? I think he'll end up getting a job somewhere. Or see, like OJ said this, kind of said the same shit.
Yeah, stay to be second fiddle to somebody else. No way. Did that already.
Yeah, I seen that too. You know what I mean? But this was just something that came up that was already out there.
Yeah. I just don't think there's no way. I think
people are giving this
interest. Go ahead.
People are giving this Dobbs dude. Oh, he was in the Legion of Boom. If you want to call a college scout, you know, an executive position.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When was he a senior?
I'll go ahead, brother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Please.
I don't see that he was a senior executive.
It says right here, during this time as a senior executive of player personnel player personnel, right? So he would be basically a position that, say, if he were to come in, Champ Kelly could actually be. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, but he was there. Ed Dobbs was credited with having drafted a quarterback, Russell Wilson, and with having him being instrumental force behind the Legion of Boom. In addition, he's been a part of the front office that drafted notables like Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, defensive end Frank Clark, Earl Thomas, and Bobby Wagner. Him and Champ in the building will be dope at the same time. That's what I was sensing.
It would, but I just think that Champ has too much interest. Champ has already too much interest in him that I don't think that would work. You know what I mean?
Right. As far as like even what Omar said, you know what I'm saying? But I seen that shit too. You know what I mean? Shout out. So I seen that too. I was gonna get to that.
But I mean, what has Ed Dods? He's been the GM for the fucking Colts the last couple of years, right?
I think he's never been a GM. He was an assistant.
Who's the GM for the Colts right now? Then
the assistant GM in Indianapolis. I don't know what it is, but he's an assistant. He's just like Champ Kelly is for us.
Oh, okay. I mean, I like the fact that I look at the roster from like the Colts. They don't have really big stars, but they have solid pieces everywhere around. I like that, but you know what I mean. It's just, I mean, I don't see a big downfall, but I just like what's in place right now because of the chemistry. I like what's in place right now because Champ, already knows this personnel, already been kind of, game planning on what he could probably possibly do next year. You know what I mean? He's already been in that mindset for the last, how many months, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? He's already made a couple moves to make this team already better. You know what I mean? Right. And so it's like, I just think that's why I prefer Champ Kelly. It's like, if it was like, if they were just both maybe coming off the streets, if you look at both of the resume and he had nothing to do with the Raiders, maybe, you kind of lean towards a little bit of Dods or whatever because of the personnel that he's came across instead of, if you put like prior to to being with the Raiders. You know, if you put like the Bears and the Colts kind of like shit, you know what I mean, together. But I just think what he's done with the team this year, and then finally when they gave him, you know, a shot to kind of run the team, even with this, you know, limited as he was, because they gave him the fucking, you know, the reins pretty much after the trade deadline, and he was still able to pick up, you know, Jack Jones, dog, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, get rid of fucking Marcus Peters, which was fucking, you know, how do they say, addition by subtraction?
Yeah.
So I just think that I think his the little bit that he's been here and just the familiarity that he has already with this team is why I think that they have him favorite.
This is what I think. I just don't want to pass up the opportunity of Champ blossoming into a great GM and us just passing him by.
Right.
Like we always do. You know you have a good one. He probably was the number one candidate to be the Raiders GM, but McDaniels came in and pumped up his boy, and then that's why he ended up to be the GM.
What's up, Raiders?
So I think Champ Kelly was supposed to be the GM, and he did us a favor being an assistant, because it was probably too late, and he would have probably got somewhere. You know, he wasn't gonna get a GM job somewhere else because they got hired late when they did all that shit. But
my number one thing is the MVP, for sure.
I would hate for it to happen. Him blossom into have his own team and it work out, and us being the dumbasses like we usually do, bad decision as far as coaches and GMs, let this guy slide right between our hands when he's there already.
Okay. So what I'm reading from what everybody's saying. So check this out.
Judge Jones on AP's request, but yeah, that's the reason why though, because of that. Like I see, because he says that because Jack Jones was at AP's request, not Champ's. I probably agree with that. I do kind of agree with that because AP had the familiarity with him, but I also like if you bring in somebody new and you do keep AP. The thing is with me is like the familiarity type shit. Dog. Like these guys are already kind of on the same page, you know what I mean? Kind of already know, probably been talking of what this team kind of needs. Like that's why I'm saying like Ed Dods is not going to be a bad, you know, backup fallback plan or whatever if we don't pick up, you know, I think Champ Kelly. But you know what I mean? Like Gravy said, what if Champ Kelly leaves here, dog, and he ends up being a great, you know, fucking GM or something like that, which I think he has the ability to be, dog. But then again, too, you do have to kind of bring into account, you know, his track record, kind of. But he wasn't the guy in charge. You know what I mean? In Chicago, so that's why I think him getting a shot, which I would want to be the team to give him that shot, but I don't feel too bad on the Dods, fucking, you know, to be the backup plan on that shit. But I just think I want Champ, because I think if you get Champ, I think that brings that makes it kind of loud and clear that they're probably going to end up keeping AP.
Yeah,
and that's the most important thing for me. The GM really, like, I think that's going to be that's good. That's all good and dandy or whatever. I think, you know, it's almost like a toss up between Dods and Champ for me. Like, you know, to be honest, because I kind of wanted Dods before they brought in Ziegler. You know what I mean? I wanted Dods before they brought in Ziegler, but you know, I do kind of like what is, because I like how I said, the chemistry shit. You know what I mean? The same shit that I've been talking about. What AP's kind of done. You know what I mean? With the locker room and all that shit. I think people kind of have that same respect for Champ now, because you hear it. You know what I mean? He's in the locker room after the fucking games and shit like that. You know, because you know, not a lot of GMs do that shit. You know what I mean? So I like what Champ has kind of done here in a little bit of time that he has, finally getting a chance to be the guy. But at the end of the day, as long as it's AP, dog, as head coach.
Yeah, I hear you on that shit. So from what I'm seeing, from what everybody's writing, from Top Beats and everybody, Omar even put it up there. Dobbs was the assistant GM, so he's not even a GM yet. Okay, and also same thing with Champ. He's an assistant, and then he got basically put into, you know, becoming the GM. So
basically, Champ has more experience.
Yeah, but both of them
got 9 weeks. He got 9 weeks of actually a GM.
Right. So if you look at both, right? If you look at both of them were a part, not the factor of them getting certain players. They're saying Chicago's bad. I think it's the coaching that's bad. So just because Champ, you know what I mean, helped, was a scout or whatever, whatnot, and Dods was probably too. But look at the years when he spent with us as an assistant or whatever he was, or player personnel. We weren't doing good then. It's a learning process. You know what I'm saying? So one of the bigger things that like Soul sent me and a lot of people are saying is that Davis, Sandra Morgan, Larry Delson, Tom Delaney, Ken Herrock, and Richard Seymour are the 6 people that are interviewing for the GMs and all that stuff. So I don't know where Richard Seymour came in all of a sudden out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were, pushing this whole narrative that, oh, Brady's in his ear and this person's in his ear. You know what I mean? Having a relationship, just like, bullshit and stuff like that, is a little bit different. But when you have those 6 people actually figuring out, and with Seymour that just came out of nowhere, so that means Seymour's been around this whole time. You seen him in the locker room, you seen him and all that, bro. So
he was in the locker room at the end of the year. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, right. So and he's a Raider.
All
he's a
the alumni,
and even on his Twitter page, he was like saying thankful that he's been behind the scenes, yada yada yada, which is dope, bro. That's hella dope. So now when we're really looking at it, bro, it doesn't, like you're saying, it doesn't really matter who the GM is. Champ Kelly would be great. You know what I mean? So would Dobbs, but maybe they won't. You know what I'm saying? So the only reason that I would want to keep Champ Kelly is depending if we couldn't move up in the draft and try to figure out a way to trade for Fields because he has that connection. That's really the only reason why I keep my eye on Champ. I'm not saying that the players don't relate to him.
He knows the players, bro.
Right.
He knows the players, bro.
He can relate to
all of them.
Yeah. So he can relate.
He knows the players.
I like the relatability that these guys have with the players. So that's where my biggest thing is. And it's kind of like you're just throwing a monkey wrench into something that's good. Palomar was on the Oos Nation podcast. Shout out the boys, man, over there at Oos Nation. And he was even saying, he said, like, in his all the fucking time that he's ever been a fucking football player, fan, whatever, whatnot, bro, nobody in any kind of stadium, whether it's college, high school, anything like that, where everybody was saying higher AP. We were at the game, Gabe. Everybody was higher AP. Like, bro, like you got to do something like that.
You, we were fucking. That shit was loud when he fucking went over there to that section because he went to the black hole and he started going like that. When he started doing that shit in the sideline, we were right there yelling that shit right there. AP, and it was loud. Dog. That shit was fucking loud as fuck.
So it says by Lewis Corral says right here. Look, I like AP, but I don't want to play Harbaugh, Sean Payton, and Andy Reid. No way we'll make the playoffs. I don't know. I think, okay, Sean Payton, for one, this is what I'm saying about Sean Payton. Sean Payton, for one, he lost the locker room. He lost the locker room when he did that. A lot of players were pissed off.
They're not going to be able to do shit, dog.
Yeah, he's
already beat Andy Reid, and he's already beat fucking Sean Payton.
Yeah.
In his short fucking time here, without a quarterback, without an offensive coordinator.
Yeah. And then Josh saying right here, this is another thing with Harbaugh. Harbaugh's been gone for 9 years, bro. And then you're seeing kind of the effect of what you step away from the game for a couple of years. Look at what Sean Payton did. They were even saying, like, on whatever, I think Fox or whatever or not, they said he should have played out his contract and then maybe thought about going back. I think he was over his head, bro. I'm not worried about him. I think
Josh McDaniels. Sean Payton lost to Josh McDaniels. Dog. Come on.
Yeah, that is true.
And to AP.
With Russell Wilson.
Josh McDaniels and AP.
Yeah.
He tried both quarterbacks. And he tried both quarterbacks, so he has no excuse.
Yeah. He says right here, Mark can smarten up some more by waiting for the next round of playoff games to end. Got to be able to interview main staff spots. Get all options looked at. I agree on that. But as far as the options are concerned, there shouldn't be no conversation at all. AP should at least get 2 years. But everyone knows that in the NFL they're going to offer him a 3-year contract, maybe even a 4. You know what I mean, to give that intensity.
4.
Yeah, but I would only give him 3, bro. I would only give him 3 and have him earn it.
What hasn't he done? What has he done for him for you to think he hasn't earned it? You've been pushing for AP all this whole time, Lo.
because I guarantee you, it's not going to be a 4-year, $40 million. It's going to be like a 4-year, $20-something million deal.
20, 25, 26
if he's done, if he's not good in 2 years, 3 years, I think you just give him the job security of the 4-year deal of maybe like almost $30 million or something like that. And then if he's not good in 2 years, if it doesn't work out by some reason, which I don't think that for sure that's not gonna happen, or I think it's gonna work out. So I think he's just gonna bet on himself with that type of contract. And then just, at the end of 2 years, they're just gonna end up extending him and giving him more money. You know what I mean? So I think that the 3-4 years, that shit makes the most sense, because it gives him the job security, and at the end of the day, he doesn't demand that much money, and you could end up, kind of cutting ties if it don't work out. If it does work out, you could extend them. So I think it's just the most common thing to do, at least 4 years.
You have just like in the beginning when Sean Payton came to Denver, right? There was people saying these motherfuckers are gonna go to the Super Bowl just to Sean Payton. You know what I mean? And now look how they started, bro. Look how they started, like 1-5, 1-6. The people that own they went through a new transition of owners, a new GM. He doesn't know the players. Sean Payton doesn't know players. It takes a long time to do that, bro. And then look, once he figured all that shit out, they started going on their little run. You know what I mean? It takes a while to do that. But if you get a whole new coach, a whole new GM, a whole new system, offensive coordinator, and all that shit that we have to do, and then plus there's no guarantee that Graham's gonna stay, because he deserves to be a head coach somewhere, and he's getting looks too. So we got to get a whole new staff, plus their whole new staff. You guys are gonna wait. It ain't gonna happen it ain't gonna happen overnight. It ain't gonna happen.
I like that.
You're gonna wait years. You're gonna wait years for that shit to happen, and that's not what I want to do, man. You got a good GM. If you look at his background, at what he's done. He's been in every position of empowerment to pick players, to scout. He was a head of scouts. He was a director of scouting. He knows about contracts. That's what I hear about this guy. What is wrong with Champ Kelly, and what did he do to all these people that he's not good for this football team? Absolutely nothing. He didn't do absolutely. He just worked aside a dipshit that was a puppet for a head coach.
Yeah, because both guys wanted CJ Stroud, and the guy that supposedly vetoed it was fucking, at the end of the day, was fucking, even Ziegler wanted fucking CJ Stroud. No, that's why I don't even blame Ziegler that much. But
and so if you bring, and then now what we want is a coach that's gonna want power, that's gonna say, hey, it's my way or that's it, and then have a GM that's just gonna sit there and just say, okay, coach, okay, but I think we should go this way. And then Harbaugh is going to say, no, I want this guy. And then it's going to be a bad decision, or maybe it might work out, but you're going to have that. Or do you want the chain of command to be what it is? Champ Kelly makes the personal decisions. AP coaches football. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And listen to your scouts.
What Alex was saying up there too kind of makes sense too, like, because I understand the money's kind of, it's rolling in for fucking Mark Davis and shit like that, but it just all makes sense, though. Like, you bring in AP, right? You're gonna be able to sign him and he's not going to demand that much money. And you already hear the reports of Jim Harbaugh, if he comes into the fucking league, he's expecting more than $100 million, total control, and all of this shit. So it's like, do you really want to go that route again? Like, you know what I mean? Do you really want to go that route when you can, kind of write your books and kind of find the next best thing in a coach where I think he's already done enough to show you that he could be that. So I just think that it just makes all perfect sense for AP to be the next coach, because I don't think Mark Davis wants to jump into another, $100 million contract for a coach. I really don't think so. As much as, the money is rolling in, I just don't think he wants to roll in, especially when he's over. I think he's kind of feeling a little bit of the pressure, dog, of the nation, the players, you know what I mean? Especially the shit that, Max Crosby, which I don't understand why people are getting on Max Crosby back. I understand, like, I'm always gonna be a fucking Raider fan till fucking death, dog. You know what I mean? That shit's tatted on me too. But for him as a player, dog, for him to be in the NFL, like I don't blame him if they don't listen to him again after this team has already kind of made it clear to him that he's kind of like the face of this franchise and shit like that. So if you kind of like, you know, ignore him again, he's kind of like, it's almost like kind of saying, dog, you know, you just go out there, you know, and basically do what we tell you, bro. You're just basically, you know, you're just our token dude or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they don't really fucking actually, you know, respect his 2 cents. You know what I mean? So I think just that, you know, him, AP, I mean him and DA and all that shit, like they kind of have a right to make themselves voiced like that, dog. Like at the end of the day, I'm always gonna be a Raider fan, so I'm always gonna be choose the shield first. But them as players, I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit.
Yeah, for saying what they say.
Yeah, exactly, dog. Like it's like, come on, man. Like this shit, they're kind of making it. The fans, the players are making it kind of clear to you. He didn't do anything for you to not say that he doesn't deserve it. You know what I mean? He took this team over 500 in his you know tenure. He changed the fucking, you know, the chemistry, the fucking, just the character of the team, the whole identity of the team, dog. It's just, it's such a short fucking time, dog, and that just
I think he deserves more time too, Gabe. If it means anything to you.
It's just crazy, dog. It's just I just tired of fucking saying all of this shit. I just want them to say AP is the coach, so I could just be like,
yeah, so we can just get over.
Yeah, he's gonna do all these interviews, and then Michigan's gonna go over there. We'll give you $25 million a year, and then he's gone.
So somebody put that in the chat earlier that, you know what I mean, that this guy was over here, you know what I mean, that Michigan's gonna turn around and do that. Gabe has been saying that shit from day one, that they're gonna be doing this, and
for real, bro. So, yeah, and then like the thing too is like people try to say like in other chats that we're saying that Harbaugh can't coach for shit and all this shit. It's never been about that, dog. It's just been about that the Raiders have found their identity with him, with this guy underneath, and you've seen the type of impact, you know, young coaches can make, like McVay, like Tomlin when he fucking had his chance. You know what I mean? Like just different coaches. Like even I know the fucking, you know, it's fucked up for the Dolphins because they suffered so many injuries, but you know, even McDaniels, a young coach like that, are like just young coaches that can, you know, you can start building, and you see that in, I think I see that in fucking in AP, dog. I guarantee you that he's not going to. He's the type of player that has that mentality, dog. He has that winning mentality since he's a player, dog, in the league. You know what I mean? And I think he's going to carry that into his coaching career. Yeah. And I just think that he's going to be the next best head coach, dog. And I think that we could miss out if we don't end up picking him up.
So talking about Max Crosby and what he said on the podcast. If you guys haven't seen my Max Crosby's podcast called The Rush, man, go over there, check it out. My boy Gabe was over there, apparently, you know, ruffling some feathers. Shout out to the boy Gabe.
Easy BX. It's not the hate against Jim Harbaugh. It's the fucking. It's more about the respect we have for AP and the we've known over here in Raider Nation that Harbaugh has done this to us before, where he's used us for more money. It's never been about his coaching fucking. You know, it never been about his coaching resume. It's been about he's always used the Raiders for fucking more money somewhere else, dog. And he's always done that. And I think that can end up fucking us over big time, because you see AP already taking other head coaching interviews, dog. And then if Harbaugh don't end up coming here, and then we fuck around and mess up and wait on Harbaugh to end up just, you know, negotiating for more and more money. So he finally ends up deciding where he was going to go in the first place, which I think is the Chargers. And we're going to fuck around and not have AP or Harbaugh.
Yeah. Harbaugh is a great coach.
Easy. You tell me right now, what has Harbaugh won besides that national championship? What has he won in the pros?
And from my understanding,
if you're just considering taking second in the Super Bowl, then if that's the way you want the Raiders to be, then fine with me. That's your point. I want to win the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he hasn't done that. And I know AP hasn't either. But to me, AP is gonna motivate those players, and the players want them, man. How could you guys not see that? Anybody out there saying, "Bring on Harbaugh, bring on this dude," because this guy's taking other interviews. Mm-hmm. That's jacked up. He's taking interviews.
Last time, dog, because the last time, even though they had the back of Rich, you can still see, guys still kind of being like, you know what, it's part of the, they were still going with the motions of the shit. Not this time, dog. You can see them speaking out, like actually speaking out and saying, bro, I don't know what's gonna happen after if I'm not hurt again. You know what I mean? You hear DA saying that he's speaking for the whole fucking locker room, and that's big time in the locker room, dog. If you ever been part of a locker room, you know that you can't really talk for a locker room unless that's been talked about already in the locker room. So he's already been, like, they've already talked about that. I guarantee you they talked about that shit before he spoke up in a press conference like that. Before DA spoke up like that, dog. Like when he said, I speak for most of the locker room, that we want AP back. And I think it doubled down, fucking when Max said it, this weekend, and then he redoubled down, tripled down on his fucking podcast, saying that, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? Anything's possible if they don't fucking pretty much listen to us again.
Well, shout out Arkham, bro. That's
ain't nobody gonna change Easy's mind, I guess.
Yeah. So check this out. So I'm just gonna reiterate what you were saying too, Gabe. Like what he was saying and stuff like that. And if everybody remembers, hopefully everybody fucking remembers, bro. Remember the whole meeting with the McDaniels and stuff like that? Who did Mark Davis go to? Mark Davis went to his players. He went to DA. He went to Max because Max was the captain. Max is the leader of this fucking team. And then they had the fucking thing. And then what? 2 weeks later, he was gone. You see what I'm saying? So, like, it was already there. So I think Mark Davis really, like, wants to be a part of the players because, he's trying to follow his dad's footsteps and trying to be a part of it. And he had that conversation. A lot of people tend to forget that how McDaniels got fired was for the simple fact that Mark Davis was listening to his players. And he was seeing the players. He was seeing them frustrated. He was seeing all the bullshit. You see what I mean? So, like, for him not to do this and go with the player that I think that motivated him and stuff like that, bro. It's like Josh said right here. Says if AP fails, the blame goes to AP. If Harbaugh comes in and fails, the blame goes to Davis. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, brother. We got to understand that it's not a coach-driven league. I think it's an owner-driven league, but then yet it's turning to the point to where it's going to be. There's got to be a face of the franchise and person that's going to take the blame. Who not to take the blame besides fucking AP and the players? You see what I'm saying? Everybody could be wrong. And at the end of the fucking year, it's only one team out of 32 teams that fucking wins. So you know what I'm saying? We need to develop a fucking culture. That's what I think it is. Harbaugh coming in is not going to develop a culture. You know what Harbaugh's going to do? Harbaugh's going to turn around. I'm not saying he's not a bad coach. I'm not saying that. But what he's going to do is he's going to go do some shit like he did to win this year. He went and got the offensive coordinator for fucking from Texas A&M or whoever the fuck. He went and got everybody else in college after fucking 9 years, brought them all in to finally win. It wasn't him. It was the people that he brought in. People got to really think about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That it's just crazy, bro. It's just I don't know how. I don't understand how you don't give this man the job, dog. Like he's already here, bro. Give him the fucking opportunity. And I just think that even like in the last week, all of that shit with the fan appreciation shit, dog, like, and all of that shit. I just think that Mark is. Like Alex said, I think a little bit up here, dog. That guy Alex Turek. Shout out
dog Omar right there. That's my dog Omar right there.
Shout out Omar.
Let it go, Omar.
Alex, bro, I think that shit's true, bro. I think Mark is trying to build his relationship. He is trying to rebuild his relationship with the nation, dog, because a lot of the nation fucking with that McDaniels move, kind of fucking was fucking talking shit about him for a while. Dog. You hear for what? What was the talk for a little bit, dog? Sell the team. People were saying sell the team and all of this shit, dog. So it's like, I think Mark Davis, dog, he knows, you know what I mean, that he can do himself a big ass favor this way, dog. I think I know that that's why I would put money for damn sure on AP staying the fucking head coach, though.
Yeah. Would you made a comment earlier, bro, about fucking AP being here? He's already beat Sean Payton and he's already beat fucking Andy Reid, and obviously he beat the fucking Chargers so bad that they got rid of fucking Staley after fucking 3 years of shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. What else you guys want? What else you guys want? I mean, it's so simple.
It just wasn't like a stable winning, losing. It was either or each week.
Right.
So you really couldn't grade them. You know what I mean?
JJ McCarthy into the draft, and we'll be worried about if Harbaugh comes and guess who the core be. It'll be JJ McCarthy.
Bro, if we get Harbaugh, I guarantee you, he will end up drafting probably JJ McCarthy, and that's probably going to be our quarterback for the future.
Oh, hell no. Nope. I'd rather
have Aiden out there again.
I would rather have Aiden, bro. No bullshit. I've been watching some of his fucking highlights.
With JJ McCarthy just saying that he wants to go to the NFL.
He just did. He said
declared. He just declared for the draft.
Big tackle that guy. I would rather get the tackle. Fuck it.
Yeah. Jerry Jones.
Doing my homework. I've been doing my homework on the draft. So they got a big badass tackle. They got a good linebacker, 2 good running backs. There's some good athletes coming from Michigan. We can still pick them without Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't want to.
I know you guys can agree with me is that we ain't got no problem with Harbaugh being our coach, right?
Chris, what up?
If it does happen, we don't have a problem with it.
No,
we just like the way AP put our team in a position.
Some people are around here some people that have been in the chat have been like hard of hearing, like something. Now nobody in the chat right now, just some people that I've seen in other chats trying to talk shit about this channel, but nobody that I see in the chat right now. But it's just. Just trying to, say that we fucking the hate against Harbaugh. It's never been against Harbaugh, dog. Because at the end of the day, if that would be my number one choice, if there wasn't an AP, if AP didn't come in here and did what he did, it's just that's how simple it is, dog. That's just what it comes down to. That's exactly what it comes down to. It's never been about Harbaugh coaching.
Look at the team before, Huggins.
Yeah,
look at the team before, bro. And then look at it now. How we ended, how we played, how the locker room was, the energy, the focus, the practice, the way they were practicing, all that probably was way more better than what it was when the first regime was in the beginning of the season. And that means something.
One blood.
You got to see that change. And if you don't, then you either never play football in your life or you don't know shit about the Raiders.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah, but
you can call me. Hold on, Lo. You can call me. You call me an idiot as much as you want. I don't give a shit. But a lot of times I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not gonna say it if I don't know it. When I see something good, you can't say that it's not. And is Harbaugh a better coach than AP? Probably. Mm-hmm. But for the Raiders right now, AP is the better fit because what he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I don't envy fucking Mark Davis on this one, dog. Because it's slowly starting to go a lot the other way too. At the beginning, you kind of seen a lot of fucking, AP, especially on that Sunday. Then, Harbaugh, and then you heard about a lot of fucking rumors, which I didn't believe, about that shit about, the him, he looks good in black and all that bullshit, like all of that shit. Like, I
don't listen. I look at all that polished shit and all that.
But then at the end of the day, dog, it's just Mark Davis has a big decision to make, though.
Yeah.
Big time decision. I just think that the GM decision will be a big a big sign of who's probably going to end up being coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think if he ends up keeping Champ, I think it's almost a no-brainer that AP comes back.
Watch him go get Harbaugh. Fucking be funny and shit.
What?
Nah, I'm joking. Nah, see,
I'm fine with that. Dude, I'm fine with that. But it's just going to take a while.
That means it's going to take a long time. He would know more than us. He would know more than us if AP is really ready, right? Because if they do keep him as GM, he would be the guy to make that more of that decision anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that it would be good to kind of like, that's why I like Champ too. But Dobbs, and another thing, that's why I say Dods is not a bad, kind of second play. We're not in any bad situation at all if we end up with any, kind of combination of them four, to be honest.
Says correction.
Dods, Champ, and then Harbaugh or AP. We're kind of not in a bad situation if we kind of end up with those kind of any of those four. But to me, at the end of the day, it's the familiarity. The probably already know what they need, to get this team better. Not another rebuild, because that for damn sure. If Harbaugh comes in here, you're gonna want to. He's gonna for sure make changes. That's the first thing. He's gonna make changes, dog. So I see it being a rebuild for sure if Harbaugh gets in here. But I have confidence that he can make that rebuild. You know what I mean? Probably, I think he can be successful at that rebuild. But I just think fans have to realize that it's gonna take a couple of years, maybe. Yeah. The thing with AP and Champ, if they stay, to me, that's why I'm on board with that, because I think they know the plan. I think they already have a plan in mind to better this team next year and already be contenders. You know what I mean? So whether it's going out in the free agency and going to get a guy like Fields or somebody like that, dog, or going, trading up to get your guy and like a Jaden Daniels, or who the hell knows, dog, going all the way up and getting a Caleb Williams. You never know. Like, I'm just saying, like, there's a bunch of possibilities. There's a bunch of just things that I think that AP and Champ are more inclined to do if they stay, to have this team competing next year. If Harbaugh comes in here, I think it's a couple year plan at least.
Yeah. We're like four or five players. We're like 4 or 5 players away from actually, with AP and Champ, we're like 4 or 5 players away from making a good, solid fucking playoff rush. You know what I mean? Barring everybody's healthy. Somebody made a comment earlier, and I kind of wanted to just throw this in there. We need a change. The Raider Nation needs a change. I think this was like the perfect change, especially the time of the season when it came and everything like that. He's 4-1 in the division. You know what I'm saying? I think 4-1, 3-1 or something like that. AP is.
Yeah.
Also, we have to let go of the nostalgic part. He's a Raider, right? You know what I mean? But we got to let go of the nostalgic part. Well, this guy was for the Raiders back in the day. This guy, that we're going back to the Gruden shit. We're going back to Ed Dobbs being like, oh, well, he was a Raider in 20. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I get that part. It's time for a
20
change.
Years ago, bro.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Right. We're not taking nothing from what this guy's done with his career or anything like that. He resurrected Alex Smith. Wasn't Alex Smith like a top fucking pick? Like, how did he resurrect his fucking
number one pick?
He was a number one pick. So you can't resurrect a number one pick, bro. And then, you know what I'm saying? And so then Alex Smith fucking did well over there with KC too. He fucking kicked our ass for a couple years too. So
Top Beat's got a good one.
Oh, where's he at? Let's see, we'll go down. I'm sorry, man. If I'm missing you guys' fucking comments, bro, there's a lot of comments, bro. My bad. Thank you, Gravy. There's a lot of people right here. It says, so do you guys think we should go get a veteran quarterback in addition to drafting one, or should we get Fields, Russell, or somebody else? Personally, I don't want Russell at all. At all. Gravy, last year, when we were talking about quarterbacks before fucking Jimmy Garoppolo came into it, we were talking Fields then. So Gravy brought that shit up. So now everyone's kind of, Fields to the Raiders, bro. Gravy was the first one that brought that up to me. You know what I mean? Then we talked about that, and then that was last year. You know what I'm saying? So I want Fields, bro. I think he's a good complement type of player that has a good arm, and people say that he don't. You know what I mean? But also, I just wish Aiden O'Connell would do some squats and do some other fucking running and shit.
I think Champ would know though too. If we keep Champ too, I think he would be best known. He would be the best to know about Fields. You know what I mean? He would be the best to know because he was there when they drafted him. You know what I mean?
He scouted him. He scouted him.
So I think he would be the best to know. So like, I think he would be the best to make that decision on no or yes. So I think that's why if he ends up going and saying no, I think we go for sure quarterback. You know what I mean? Because I think he would be the best to know if it's Fields or not. Which, you know what I mean? I think he'll make the smartest decision for the team. For me, it would be draft the quarterback. But you know, I think at the end of the day, he would be the best inclined to know that shit. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, he could say that it cost them a job in fucking in Chicago, or he could say that he just never had the right weapons around him. So we'll see. I think that's why this week is a big week, dog, because I think the GM is going to be a big sign of who gets signed, you know, in the future too, as a head coach and offensive coordinator.
I think this is my scenario, Gabe, and tell me if I'm crazy or not. If Harbaugh is the coach, okay, and then AP does his thing where he's a coach somewhere else or whatever, because I doubt if AP is gonna stay here and be a linebacker coach or anything like that.
Oh, but yeah, for sure.
I could see Harbaugh. I could see Harbaugh possibly nibbling around to give Russell Wilson, and then us drafting a quarterback, and then waiting a better quarterback than Aiden, and him taking over for Russell when he's getting ready, because he's more on his downside. But something like we did with Garoppolo. Garoppolo's on the end of his career, but Russell's better. You know what I mean? That's what I can see.
You know I want.
That's what I can see.
You know my guy is. Especially if we keep AP. You know who my guy is.
Yeah, so but Harbaugh would see him, and he probably knows him more than, you know, the scouts do, because he's a college football coach. He probably compares him to those guys, his quarterback. But
I think if we keep AP and
Harbaugh's the guy you'll get.
I think we keep AP and Champ. I think we're gonna for sure.
AP and Champ, we go get.
We're gonna do everything. I think we're gonna do everything we can to go draft Jaden.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I think
one of those guys. One of those guys.
I think AP. That would be AP's first big move, dog. Like, let's go big or go home. I think he has that type of mentality. Let's go big or go home. I'm gonna go get that kid that I know. I'm gonna go get that kid that I know. You know what I mean? I scouted. You know, I fucking went out there and did that shit. You know what I mean? I know that he'll run through a wall for me, kind of like the Jack Jones situation and shit like that. What he's done for other guys in that locker room already. You know what I mean? In a short period of time. So I think that, like, he'll make that his first call, dog. I think that to go up and trade, to do whatever, to go up and get Jaden Daniels, dog. And that will fucking change this team. I think he has the ability to be like a Stroud, dog, to be honest. Instant fucking success type guy.
Stroud is having a monster season.
That's what I'm saying.
Got a damn good defense. Got a damn good defense.
With this defense that we already have, and then you keep the guys, because you already got guys that already have said that they're willing to come on board if AP fucking, you know, it stays the guy, like a JJ, to be just a backup to maybe, you know, to even Zamir or on par with Zamir. Just get the same carry, whatever it is, dog, or Zamir be back up to him. However it works, ends up working out. You know what I mean? Just having that dual headed, you know what I mean, with the new a quarterback like that, and having I think the more mature Trey Tucker, a healthy Michael Mayer from the start of the season. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you seen the last year where, you know, Michael Mayer kind of struggled with the speed of the game at first, with the kind of like the strength, but he got to it right away, though. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, he couldn't finish the season, but I just, with him, when you got him, Jacoby, Devontae, Trey Tucker, you know what I mean? And then you can have a dual-headed monster like that, like Zamir and JJ back there. I think you just focus the rest of the draft after fucking Daniels on offensive line, or address that shit in the free agency. I think this team could be fucking instant fucking contenders next year, bro.
Could have been this year if they didn't. We're so inconsistent. You know what I mean? There was a lot of games that we lost that we shouldn't have. Minnesota, Indy.
That shit will be crazy, bro. I don't think. I think I think Renfro has passed. I think the Renfro thing is done. I think he's gonna be a thing that's probably gonna end up saving us some money. Him, you know, they haven't accounted that money. They haven't accounted. You know, I think Chandler's probably gonna end up giving us a couple bucks back. Jimmy G's probably gonna end up giving us some money back. You know, with his deal, because they're gonna end up letting go of him. So I just think you could address the offensive line, huh? I think you could go on and address the offensive line with free agency, and then, you know, build more and more depth in the defense. You know what I mean, with the draft. You know what I mean. You just build more depth and get younger on offense. You know what I mean. You got leaders already on the offense. You know what I mean. You'll have a JJ. You'll have a fucking Devontae. You'll have guys like that, guys in their second year, who are already kind of made a name for themselves, like, you know, fucking Michael Mayer. Trey Tucker, I think, is going to be a big part of this offense, dog, going forward. Trey Tucker.
I think Myers is too.
You gave somebody who can, you know, use Trey Tucker the way he's supposed to be used, dog. Like, that fool's going to be dangerous, dog, because he's fucking fast.
Yeah. But what I think is that if Champ gets the GM,
all right,
and say if Champ gets to be a GM, and then you know that he's his priorities, what his priorities are going to be, what to sign, who to get rid of, it, because he knows their scenarios. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing he has to do is sew up JJ or get rid of JJ. What you're gonna do? Let him walk, or you're gonna sign him? Because you know, we can't have JJ doing what he did, you know, this year, missing training camp, missing workouts, and it showed, bro. It showed.
I think if they sign AP, I think if they sign AP, he'll sign up right away. I think he'll sign up right away, and he'll even tell them, like, hey, just put this minimum on the table, dog, and I'll sign. Which I think will end up working out for both teams.
Because bro, you can tell that weight. You can tell that weight.
Raider just said the dream. If we could get that in free agency, then we're fucking.
Oh my
God, over, dog. Like, the defense will be top 5, top 3. If we gotta go out and sign, because Chris Jones is a fucking free agent. If we go out and sign Chris Jones, dog. But I don't think we don't have the money for that. We don't have the money for that. That's a dream scenario type shit, bro. Like
that's all we're gonna get. That's all we're gonna get.
Yeah,
that's all we're gonna get right there.
That's a dream scenario type thing where we would hope that we would be able to make that shit happen, you know. But damn, because that's for sure top 10 defense. Like him, Max, you know, fucking Tyree, and then you got fucking because the emergence of Kuntz on the other outside, bro. Those four, them four right there, that's dangerous.
And you get Chris Jones, I'll even be happy with Tyree on the other tackle spot. That'll even be more damage on the inside.
I like Adam Butler. I like the defensive tackles. They got better throughout the year. You could get rid of Tillery. If you can upgrade maybe Nichols, then maybe, but maybe get some bigger guys, some younger guys in there. But then again, too, you still got guys who didn't really hit the field this year. We got to see what they got, you know, like a Byron Young from Alabama. Fucking Nesta J, we re-signed him to the fucking practice squad. We'll see what he could end up doing. You know what I mean? See if he can work his way back up to the fucking thing. But we also got a big ass, you know, Dalton Wagner, who was hopeful. Who knows, man? Like I mean, those are always guys that are, you know, like they're very fucking. They're like one. They're gonna be a fucking. It's a long shot in the first place. You know what I mean? That's the reason why they have them on
the future contract thing that they did. Whatever.
But if he can end up being anything, dog, at that size, that's just crazy. You know, he was the what was he? He was unsigned, right? He was undrafted. We got him undrafted. We got him undrafted, but then we kind of we put him on IR and protected him. We protected him as the.
Is that big old 6'9" dude or whatever?
Yes, off at the tackle from Arkansas. I think he's from Arkansas. Yeah. The tackle from Arkansas. He was fucking like 6'9", 300 and like something pounds. But yeah, that fool's a big motherfucker. But we'll see if he could turn into anything in the offensive line shit. If he ever even hits the fucking field. But I think that the biggest thing is drafting another good, solid, draft class, dog. Because I like this draft class. To be honest, I like this draft class. Like a lot of the guys, kind of, were good. Trey Tucker, Mayer was good. Tucker was good. You had, Aiden played his part. You know what I mean? I know that he played to what he could. He showed us that he could be a very effective backup, or just maybe, or one day, who knows? I mean,
what's up, Emmanuel Gary?
His last game was his best. His last game was his best game. So, if he could ever just improve on just getting more fluid in his feet and shit like that, which I don't see that ever. That's the thing, which gets me, because I don't ever see that happening. I can't. He has heavy feet to me, dog. Like he has heavy feet where I can't see that could be becoming a big part of his game. So, but he showed that he him as a rookie, kind of produced. Bennett was not so good. I mean, Amari Burney played some snaps, some important snaps when guys were hurt. Nestor Jake got in there,
looked like Bennett got in a doghouse or something, bro. Because he played for a while and then that was it, unless somebody got hurt. Unless Tyree got better.
Tyree got better with time when after fucking McDaniels kind of left, and then kind of they were like kind of bringing him inside. So I like our rookie class. Like I like our whole rookie class, especially. None of them were like guys like, oh fuck. I mean, Bennett has to get better for sure. That's one guy that kind of like he started off okay, then got bad, and then he got like, oh, what the fuck? He got out of the rotation and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like he needs to get some confidence back for sure.
You did something.
But I like the rookie class. I like the rookie guys. Kind of they contributed big time. You know what I mean? So I think they're going to get better next year.
What do you see? Guys got better. Besides quarterback game, what do you see that we need the most as far as offensively? And is that priority number one? Besides quarterback,
priority number one is
1B.
Tackle. Offensive tackle, right tackle. For Illuminor.
Now you just
right tackle.
There's a bunch of good left tackles that are.
I like still taking a chance on Colton getting healthy next year. But a right tackle I would take a fucking chance at going to get a right tackle for Illuminor. Because you still got Mumford. You know what I mean? You still got Mumford. And then I think
what do you do with Van Rooten and what's it called on that right side too?
Or maybe I think then maybe you stick with those tackles with maybe Mumford and Colton. But then the thing is that they both play almost the same. Well, I think Mumford could move over to the other side. He has played the other side when Illuminor has gone down, but maybe go after for sure it's gonna be offensive line. For sure it's gonna be something in the offensive line. I talked a lot of shit about the tackle. I mean, Illuminor and James were the biggest problems for me this year. But damn, dog, the guards could even use some upgrading as well.
Yeah.
But center,
they did good at the end. But yeah, I think we dominated.
Centers don't really come like a lot, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Not a lot of centers come or like great. You know what I mean? Or is there any that you can out there and go get? Man, I have no confidence in Andre James, but maybe if you could get some better guards around him, he could be better. Then maybe James because they can They can maybe double team nose tackles. You know what I mean? Kind of like how the Detroit Lions were kind of like, you know, game planning against fucking Aaron Donald today. You know what I mean? There was like two guys at every point of attack, no matter what. You know what I mean? Where if you get a better guards, maybe around James, he could probably be better. But he showed this year every time he went up against a higher notch fucking defensive tackle, dog, he was getting punked. He would start 2 yards in the backfield every time.
James was, and then he was hurt. He was hurt during the stretch the AP started. You know what I mean? But Parham did a good job with it. That's why I think should be.
We're gonna have to learn a whole new. We're probably gonna have to learn a whole new fucking blocking concept because we're gonna have to hire a new offensive line coach because Carmen Brasillo left.
Well, it matters if whoever the coach is, whatever they're gonna run. You know,
exactly,
you get your offense.
We're gonna need that's another big thing. We're gonna need to hire one of those guys too, so he can evaluate kind of guys that he wants to kind of get in here. Maybe he's in. Maybe we hire a guy that's, you know, in with good, that has a good fucking reputation with guys around the league that they like. You know what I mean? They come play for him. You know what I mean? Offensive lineman. That's another thing we gotta be on the lookout for. Who are we gonna hire as our offensive line coach, though? Because he's gone. As of like 2 days ago, he's gone. Carmen Brasillo.
The two guys that we're talking about as far as being a coach, you know, AP and Harbaugh. You know, if you want to do most of their stuff, will probably be like RPO zone stuff, zone work. You know, I don't think we're gonna run this Earnhardt Perkins offense anymore, but they're gonna have to weed out of it. You know, there'll still be some aspects of it, I think, but they're gonna have to go get a new system again. And everybody, if we go get Jaden Daniels, that's all RPO shit. You want that guy to run the ball. You want him. It's not that he's a scrambler; it's that you design a running play for the kid. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna be quick and elusive and break tackles, and you're not gonna be able. I don't know in the pros if he'll do it, but and then you get a backup quarterback that could do that too. So if you're gonna go the free agent route, the guy that can do that is Justin Fields, and then you get a Jaden Daniels, you know, for a year or two to step right in, just like Love, you know, just like Love was doing. And look at Love right now, first year with the team on behind his back, he's getting busy, bro.
He was
almost dropping 50 on a badass defense at their place. And he was dissecting. He was dissecting that zone defense, dude.
The Cowboys.
Dissecting that fucking zone. Hey, with my boy Dobbs decides to shine now. You know what I mean?
Hey, it wasn't happy. It wasn't happy in your house today, huh, Gravy?
Oh, I was cool.
You were, but
she just had me
at the house.
She just had me. You guys, when we were on that call, you had me right next to her, bro. So I would have said the Green Bay, but I'll take the loss because we got the season. We got the season. So we got the season mark. But that's what I would do. The O-line coach is very important on what we're gonna do, because it's probably gonna be like a zone blocking scheme where there's a lot of movement with the offensive linemen. They got to be athletes. So these guys did it before, so I don't see any problem with them doing it again. They were in zone. They were in zone before McDaniels got here. That's what Gruden ran, and all of them were there. Ain't nobody knew. So they know how to do it.
Maybe
what do you think about drafting a running back, Gay?
I think it all comes down to what's first. Free agency or draft? Free agency, right?
I think the combine's first and then free agency.
Wait, let me see. Let me check real quick.
I think I think the draft's in April. Free agency is I think late May. Oh, they switches around.
Let me check it out.
Or it might be twisted. It might be twisted different. I think it's free agency, combine, then the draft. So it's always the combine then draft.
Yeah, important dates for the offseason is March 13th, end of new league year 2024, and free agent period begins at 4 p.m. So March 13th, though.
2 months early. Yeah. A month.
So I think we'll know if we keep JJ. If we keep AP, we keep JJ probably. And I don't think we go running back just yet. So I think we'll probably end up going maybe more, probably building either depth on defense to the draft, and probably we're gonna probably go either or route. Like we're probably either gonna build depth in the defense through free agency, and the offensive line through the draft, or the other way around. Which I would go with building the line through free agency and then building, the depth through the defense through free agency, because I just think with the offensive lineman guys, I think you got to get guys who are more ready at that spot. You know what I mean? Because I just think, but it's iffy too. You know what I mean? Because some of these big motherfuckers are coming in already ready to fucking be good too. Like that fool Slater.
Lineman, yeah. The lineman, yeah. Some good corners too. We need corners.
But I don't think we're gonna have a chance to draft a really high offensive lineman. So that's why I think we have to go through the free agency route, go that way. Because I think our high pick is going to be for a quarterback, I think anyway. So I think you have to go depth in the defense through the draft. And free agency, use it for like building that offensive lineup as good as you can. Re-signing key guys too, like Jack Jones, like Amik. I think Amik has earned it. You know what I mean? I think re-signing like guys like Adam Butler, I think it has deserved it. You know what I mean? Maybe you go the route because he's willing to jump on board. Fucking JJ, fucking Josh Jacobs, you get him for cheap. You know what I mean? So I just think all of that, man, you could probably take it to effect. But the biggest thing at question is you got to keep AP. That's what it all boils down to at the end of the day.
But I don't know what I don't understand, Gabe, is what makes everybody think that JJ's gonna do stuff for cheap.
He said it.
He said he's gonna. What I'm hearing, what other people are saying, they're saying this dude's gonna be running around like that, getting beat up again for $5-6 million.
Well,
that ain't gonna be that.
He's not gonna get a lot of money anywhere. I think anywhere, because his injury didn't get 1,000. You know what I mean? And I just think that the running back market is just getting worse and worse. So I think no matter what he's taking under 10.
Or 10 at the most.
I don't know now, dog, just because of what happened. Because he literally played into the perfect hand of, you see, look like they can pretty much say, look, you see, Zamir's not as good as you, but we could get the same production. You know what I mean? Like that's just the way that they negotiate with running backs nowadays.
I don't know. I think I saw him up at least with what he did lead the league. And he did back it up because he was hurt and he was out of shape. He was a fucking blimp when he got there. Slow.
Yeah.
That I told everybody.
I think though, I think he's willing to take that cut though, that pay cut. Like which is not a big pay cut because I think he's willing to take like 7-8. You know what I mean? Which I think that's still a good number for him.
But 5.
No, I don't think he's taking that.
Ain't no dude that led the league in rushing gonna take 5.
I think he'll take anywhere.
And we got to think, bro. The homeboy's 20. He's 26. He's 26 years old.
Who?
Jacobs.
No, I know, but it's just I'm just saying that it's just because look at how fucking old. How old is dude that just fucking went to the Ravens? Fucking Dalvin Cook. How old is he? 27, 28? And he had fucking years with like 2,500 yards all purpose and shit like that. And he got a 2-year, $10 million deal with the Jets, which the Jets just released him so he could end up going to go play for a contender. Just so he could go sign with the Ravens.
He got paid at the Jets though. He was getting paid in Minnesota, wasn't he?
He was getting paid at Minnesota, but he didn't get paid at the Jets because he only signed a 2-year, $10 million. Both him and another running back this year in the offseason, which is a big acquisition too as well. They both signed for 2 years, $10 million, dog. And I was like, damn, these motherfuckers ain't getting paid shit.
I forgot his name.
Oh, like these dudes ain't getting paid nothing,
with the Philly. Yeah, I think he went to Philly or something like that, or left Philly.
Miles Sanders. Yeah, Miles Sanders went from Philly to Carolina. He signed for 2 years, but he didn't do shit this year too. And that's what
he got $6 million for $6 million.
That's the thing too with these guys. Like they keep proving kind of like the statistics right, dog, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up for the running back position, but that's why fucking Jacobs was fighting for money last year, dog, because he knows that you have to fight for every penny at running back because it's that's just the way it is at running back. Bro, to for the kickers to like annually, like in the fucking at average annually, the annually salary for a fucking kicker is higher than the annually salary for a fucking running back, like by average. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but they're more durable, dude. They stay in the league longer, and that contract probably kickers.
I know, but what I'm saying is that that's
running backs are only there. Backs are only there like 2-3 years.
Like running backs used to be the highest paid before, and that's what it's come to. And that's why I'm saying that Jacobs might not be able to demand a lot of money regardless this offseason because he did lead the league. He did lead the league last year, but the year before that, he had 900 yards too, and then this year, and then he led the league, and then again this year. So he has one good year sandwiched in by 2 like kind of mediocre type years. You know what I mean? With injuries, so that's what's going to end up biting him in the ass to where he's going to probably have to take a league, which I think is going to end up playing good for us, to be honest. Because I think we're going to end up keeping him if we keep AP. P Menace, what's up, man? Let's try it.
We got 60 in the chat. We got 60 watching. What's up, D Menace and Joel Lee?
The G&G show. The G&G show.
Lo got a phone call. I don't know, but he's chilling. He'll be back in a minute. So he got G&G.
I just like the
fact you guys got questions or anything that me and Gabe will holler at you. Let us know. Hit the like button. Hit the like button and subscribe to Raider Gay 420. Coach Gravy, that's me. And the other cat, Raider Nation Live, Dirty Low. DJ Shaw. DJ Shaw. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just my biggest thing there. Like my biggest thing is if I had like a wish list for this offseason, and in order is first would come. Let's get.
That look like SC's on the show. It looked like Sierra. Oh,
first I would say let's re-sign AP, right? Let's re-sign AP. That's my first order. Second, go get the best candidate available for offensive coordinator. Third, trade up in the draft to go get anything you can do to go get Jaden Daniels. And then my top five. I always say top 5 things. Then set 4th. You like try to do as much as you can with your free agent money to go rebuild the offensive line. 5th, build depth with the draft after the Jaden Daniels pick, whatever's left, you build more depth on the defense. And I think with that right there, bro, you're building a winner.
Where do we put these free agents that you want? What position?
Offensive line. To me, the offensive line. That's what I want to, waste. Like, kind of, get all the money that we like. Try to use as much money as we can possible to strengthen that offensive line, because if we do bring in another, kind of a rookie quarterback with, kind of mobility and stuff like that, you want to keep him as healthy as possible and shit like that too. So you want to bring in a good offensive line because you have weapons around him. You know what I mean? And then, So I think those are the top 5 things for me, dog. AP, offensive coordinator, trade up to go do whatever you can. Even who knows? You might not ever even have to trade up because it might fall into your lap or whatever. But do whatever you can to go get Jaden Daniels. 4 is fucking free agency used for the offensive line, and then the draft. Whatever's left, 3rd, whatever. If you have to trade a 2nd round and a possible future 1st, then you fucking, you use your 3rd, 4th, and 5th round or whatever to build more depth on the defense.
So you want the super defense?
No, because what I'm saying is, you already have on offense. You have most of the guys. If you go out and if you use your free agency money to build the offensive line, that's really all you need on the offense. Especially if you go trade up to go get, the quarterback. That's all you need. You know what I mean? The offensive line and the quarterback, right? So, and then what you can do with the rest of what would you use it on after that? I would probably go get more depth on the defense. Try to go get out another corner in the 3rd round or something like that. Or another linebacker in the 3rd and the 4th round, a corner and a linebacker in the 3rd and the 4th round. Because those are some of the holes that you might, want to get probably more depth at anyway too.
See,
that's
scenario.
Me, dog. Like,
my scenario is you go in free agency, get your quarterback.
Yeah,
I already said that. Draft who's there for you. And if you like them, add your quarterback. But if it's 1st or whatever, and then like if we go to the 2nd round or anything like that, then you in free agency do the offensive line, because I like guys that are veterans more at the offensive line than getting a new guy. But that'll be 5th, 6th, just like what you said. And then I would get, you were right with the AP, and with the more of the money we got, I would shoot. Well, I said quarterback. If you could get a free agent quarterback, a good one, and then go Fields, yeah. And get Chris Jones. Shoot everything you got at Chris Jones, and then we'll get our depth and our quarterback, our young quarterback in the draft.
Yeah, that's all our money right there on 2 players.
So, but they badass, bro.
They are.
You just said though, we get Chris Jones. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that's all the money. Like, you're not gonna have you're probably not gonna be able to resign like I think what's his name is probably gonna with what he's done. He's probably gonna get some offers somewhere. You know what I mean? I think Jack Jones for sure. You know what I mean? It's just risky, dog. Because you go if you keep AP, you might get Jack Jones back anyway. But you just
Jack Jones ain't gonna be a bunch of money, bro. He ain't gonna be a bunch of money.
Yeah, but you just might not have money to go a lot of other places either.
I think Masterson should be just special teams. We should get an outside linebacker. Somebody that's decent. Because excuse me, I think he was unseen, bro. I don't know. I don't even know if Masterson was on the field or not. I seen 59, but I never seen him.
He had some good games. He had some good spots, but not nearly as much as I would want to see out of a guy that's our starting, like outside linebacker. Like not for damn sure, no. Like I hope Amari Burney could get some more size, more size on him and shit like that. But that's probably gonna be a thing we could probably address in this kind of middle rounds in the draft. Hopefully, you know what I mean. But yeah, we do need to get better there for sure. Safety wise, I like Morig. I like what Morig has became. You know what I mean. Morig has shown us. I think it's more showed up a lot of people. You know what I mean. I think a lot of people were kind of down on Morig. You know what I mean. But he played. He had a hell of a season this year, man. You know what I mean. I like Morig. Morig's Nate Hobbs.
Yeah, great season.
Nate Hobbs fucking. Nate Hobbs had a great year, you know what I mean? So, and then Jack Jones, if you could get him back, the secondary is pretty good. Marcus Epps is I think he's a guy that we still have under contract for next year, but if we can upgrade for him, then maybe. But like, I don't hate it. I don't hate him coming back. You know what I mean? Especially if you could get a better maybe. Another linebacker, or two in the draft in front of him. That kind of helps that back end too, because the whole middle kind of they kind of all benefit from that shit. So I think Diablo's getting better. You see what Spillane could do. Spillane showed a lot of people that he's a every down linebacker. You know what I mean? I think Spillane for sure. I think he's a big time linebacker, dog. Yeah, man. I think there's not that many holes. You can get that.
Gabe, you're saying that re-sign Jack Jones. Jack Jones is on a rookie deal still.
Do we have him on that because of the fucking? But he becomes a free agent at the end of this year because they released him or something. So we just pick up the rest of it. It's just so he. But he's gonna want some money, dog. You know that for sure. You know what I mean?
Whatever the rookies get in that deal.
Well, he's already his third year. This will be his third year.
Well, was he released? Because it matters if he was released or cut. Or was he waived?
He was waived because he cleared waivers.
Then we got his contract. So we got the New England contract. He came from New England, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they probably didn't pay him shit.
I remember I know he's on the free agency list at the end of the year for this year. I know that for sure because I know he is on the free agency, so he's gonna be. He needs to be re-signed for sure.
To me, if it wasn't like for Winfield and Bates and the two other safeties that were in there, I think Morik should have been in Pro Bowl consideration. At least. Second team or something like that, but those safeties that made the Pro Bowl really good. But Jesse Bates
is good, man. I was a guy that I wanted in the offseason. That's a guy that I wanted in the offseason, but it cost a lot of money. But imagine having him and Morik instead of him, we picked up Marcus Epps instead of him. If we would have picked up Jesse Bates and we would have had Morik, you know what I mean? The way he played this year, shit, man, that shit would have been crazy. Mm-hmm. Back there, bro. Like this defense for sure would have been like top 5.
I want to see more of Christopher Smith, man. I was high on him in the draft, but I don't know.
Yeah, Georgia product. I mean, he has that winning. He has that championship fucking pedigree from Georgia and shit like that. But we're gonna see, man. Christopher Smith, he didn't really get on the field. He got on the field, I think, a little bit, but like a couple plays, didn't do shit. But Byron Young, that's a guy that I want to see for sure, man. He better do something next year, man, because that dude was talking shit about the fucking Chiefs in the locker room too. He said, "Fuck the Chiefs" and all of that shit. So he better fucking. That fool Byron Young. That fool Byron Young from Alabama when they were smoking cigars and the fucking thing, and Max went up to him and shit, and he's like, "Hey, what up, BY? What's cracking?" He's like, and then he went up to him, he's like, "Fuck the Chiefs." And he's like, then fucking Max just went away from him. He's like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And fucking Max walked away and he was like, oh shit. And then they were fucking
Manuel Rodriguez, a big heck. Welcome to the party, man. If you can subscribe, hit the like button, get notifications from every time we're going live, bro. Welcome to the RaiderNationLive crew. I've never seen your name before, that's why I'm saying that.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, but hey, man.
Yeah, Mike G said, look what Mike G said, brother.
What do he say now? What do he say? This show's better without Low.
Low still has control of it. He's just on the phone. He's just chilling.
I would go after Devin White. Devin White's cool. That would be awesome. If you have Devin White, Spillane, and Diablo, damn, bro, that's a good linebacking crew. That's a great linebacking crew.
Devin White, he should be on this team already.
Yeah, I know, but he's another fucking Dominican Sue type shit. We always hear it's coming, but he never goes. But we just gotta probably draft. But our thing now is just we gotta get the right GM in here to we gotta start drafting right, and that's how we're gonna get better, dog. Because I think we have the core guys to get better. We can really fucking fast forward if we just do pick the right spots to fucking improve this offseason, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I think you don't have to go the whole. To me, it's more of a rebuild if you try to bring in a new coach. So that's why the most important thing to me in the offseason is keeping AP, because I think from there it tells us that we're ready to go probably compete next year, bro, because I think we're going to build off of this momentum and we're going to do what we got to do this offseason, and guys are going to be fucking excited to come into the building. I think, dog. I think even free agents are going to be excited to come into the building and play for a guy like Antonio Pierce, dog. So, let's fucking go, man. That's the fucking most important thing right now, dog. To me, that's all I'm waiting on, dog.
But besides putting all your draft into getting Jaden Daniels, which I agree with, what other quarterback would you want? What else are you looking at? You like, I like Drake May, bro.
I like Drake May.
Big dude.
I like Caleb. Don't get me wrong. No, I like Caleb. I don't think he's a Raider, but I like Caleb. I like shit, bro. I think them three would be the guys, but them three are also everybody's guys. So I think that's why it's gonna take trading up to probably get one of them. But I would go for one of them three because I think the other three guys are probably not as ready probably yet, like Penix or fucking Bo. The thing what scares me with Penix is his knees and shit like that. And then with Bo Nix, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about Bo Nix that I just prefer the other three guys, like Drake May as a Raider, probably Drake May and Jaden Daniels would be Jaden first, and then Drake. But who knows, man? If we could fucking they pull off some crazy shit and go get Caleb, I wouldn't be mad.
What if we got a situation in the draft where where Bo Nix and Penix is there to fall in our lap? Which one would you take?
Who?
Penix to me fell off a little bit, and it has to do with the game that he had in the national championship. And he had an awesome season, but that matters, bro. You know what I mean? Coaches see that.
His knees too. Having 2 ACL surgeries on 2 different knees, like that's crazy.
So every quarterback gets those during their time in the league, probably. We just don't know.
He's a little older too. He's a little older too. Like what is he, like 24, 25? He'll be 25 when he comes to the league. 25, 26. Like I think he'll be older. Is he older or the same age as Fields?
Probably the same age. Fields been in the NFL 3 years already.
And he came in like at 21.
I tell you, the dude played six years in college. Played
That's
football
what I'm saying,
6 years.
I like Jaden Daniels, dog. Jaden Daniels is 22.
But what if those 2 guys foul on our lap? What if Penix just fouling on our lap, but he was there?
Penix or who else?
Penix or Bo Nix. So those are the 2 that I like. Bo Nix, but I don't like him as a Raider.
Oh man, that's hard. That's a hard decision for me. Like right now, like I was leaning Penix a couple weeks back, but then like just evaluating them 2 after, like, and then like I don't know, man. Penix is mobile. Don't get me wrong, but he's not like. That's what scares me, like, because if he does try to go out there and like do some shit like that, like he'll probably get hurt, like, and he knows it too, kind of sometimes, but.
Michigan beat him up, dude. Michigan would beat his ass up.
Like, I don't know. I think I would probably, out of them 2, I would, if it was just them 2, I'd probably go Bo at this point.
Yeah, me too. And then that'll get would you be upset with that?
What if we were to get Bo? If that's what we came down to?
Would you get upset with that? Would you go like, oh, here we go again. Would you be like that?
Bo Nix is not. Fuck, shit, man. I don't know if he's a franchise guy though. That's the thing.
He's not a super flyer guy like Jaden Daniels, but that he's not a big sucker like. I like Drake May because he's a big dude and he can take them hits. He's NFL body ready.
But if you have a good offensive line, then you're not gonna get hit.
Yeah, but the thing is, Lo, that these dudes run around too. They're gonna get hit. Eventually, look at all these guys. Even Fields, Kyler Murray. All these dudes that run around a lot, they end up getting nicked up, beat up, out for Lamar even too. This is the first year Lamar's even been in the playoffs in 2 years. That stuck around through the whole playoffs.
But he was always getting injured. Weren't we talking about this like earlier, like when we're doing the Pick'em show? That usually at the end of the year he gets injured, but this year he's not really fucking running around, and they actually got a little bit of offensive line. And he got some good.
No, they got him some receivers. He got some receivers now.
Right, but offensive line helped too, so that changes.
And a running game.
Now he's just dynamic where they have to play a certain way towards him.
Whoever comes in as fucking coach has to be bold and go up there and try to get one of those 3. Like I understand that, like we were saying, I think one of these 5 guys can make a difference either way, no matter what, but. I think for the new coach to make a splash, he would have to go up there and try to get one of them 3, dog, for this organization.
Well, everybody's saying, why'd you let Low back? Okay, hey.
All right, so let's do that. Let's just fix it all the way. Dick.
That's a good one. But I did it first.
Yeah, I gotta take the controls away from you, bro.
Ain't gonna happen. The glue right here. See these 2 right here, the professionals, and I'm the glue.
Oh, relax. I'm a professional shit talker. That's the only thing I am.
Just read the chat, bro.
Just read the chat. Okay.
Gotta
salute, Lo.
We gotta go up and get one of them.
Penix already has 2 ACLs. Don't listen to
me. All the money, my money's on Jaden. I would put my chips. It's Vegas, like, and if we wanted to use that analogy, I would put all my chips in for Jaden. That's what I would do.
If
you know what I mean, whatever I could do to go get Jaden.
I have this crazy idea, right? And it all depends, and I'm basing it off of what Chicago does. They're keeping Eberflus, right? So as of right now, they're keeping Eberflus. But with all the coaching changes and all this craziness, right? So they have the number 1 overall pick. So that means if they're keeping Eberflus, then they're going to get rid of fucking Fields. Or unless we pick up somebody. I don't want to pick up Kirk Cousins, even though he would give us a winning chance with this defense. But he's coming off of fucking an Achilles, and that's not going to work. Rodgers ain't coming over here. Russell Wilson ain't coming over here. So none of that's going to work. So if we have to move up to do that, a lot of the teams that are above us aren't going to fucking trade us, bro. They're not good. We're probably highest we can get is probably 8th. And then we're going to be looking at the lower echelon of quarterbacks that we could possibly get. Because what everyone's saying is that like the first fucking 5 teams, they're all taking quarterbacks. You know what I mean? That's what it's looking at. So for us, right. But see, for us, I think like this. Look, if we get a better offensive line, maybe if we can move up, great to get a quarterback. But yet at the same time, we might end up with just Aiden O'Connell again. And a lot of people got to understand that because we might that might be our quarterback.
Don't say that.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I was saying, but it's a possibility that he might end up being our quarterback.
You're saying that right now, bro.
So the thing is, we might have to go to the point where it's like,
don't say that. Please. I'm sorry, Aiden. Aiden, big respect, dog. Hey, big AOC, but hey.
Yeah.
Gotta AOC your ass to the bench, motherfucker, because we need a first-round pick quarterback, motherfucker. We need Jaden Daniels.
So what I'm getting at, though, what it boils down to is that we might not get a quarterback this year. We might get whoever's fucking surrounding to actually play. You know what I'm saying? And then give AOC some fucking competition to see where maybe he can get better in the offseason because he's going to be here regardless of whatever. So if it comes down to the point where it's like we can't move up or whatever or not, and then maybe we'll make some trades later, you know what I mean? So next year, to maybe get the quarterback next year, who knows? But see, that's the whole fucking fun of this because we don't know. But we have to stand on business because Garoppolo's not going to be here. Garoppolo's not going to be here no more. Okay, Garoppolo's not going to be here. Damn near Hoyer's not going to be here. So there's going to be at least 2 quarterbacks.
We need like one of those soundbar things, dog, and just be like, stand on business.
Stand on business.
The thing is, Lo, that we have to move up to get one of these quarterbacks. We have to.
But the thing is, though, if we can't, that's the thing.
Then make it work. Then make it fucking work.
So in other words, look. So we're gonna get say Big Heck, bro. I never seen you here, bro. Thank you for pulling up, man. I appreciate you. But what I'm saying is, so if we end up with Penix, everyone's saying, well, Penix is the left-hand quarterback. He already has 2 ACLs.
Penix just sounds too similar to Pennis. Like Pennis, like
Pennis, my Pennis.
I don't want that. I don't want it.
Right, and then Bo Nix is the same thing. Bo Nix can't win big games, right? So I don't think he's a fit. You see what I mean? So it's like we might as well stick with AO and just have him learn how to do squats and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
well, neither Caleb can't win the big game. Drake May wasn't in the championship.
I don't want Caleb Williams. I don't want Caleb Williams at all. I don't want Caleb Williams at all.
Jaden Daniels wasn't playing for the national championship. He didn't even win his conference championship.
But this is the thing: if AP is our fucking coach, right? If we really look at it, if AP is our coach, who did he thank in his Heisman speech? Come on, AP was a part of that, so he's gonna play his ass off like Jack Jones is, bro. It's just if we can get Jaden Daniels, it'd be perfect. Anybody else that fits in, the only other person that I feel that's gonna actually be effective for the Raiders moving forward, in my eyes, and just the way I'm looking at it, is either Jalen Daniels to battle out with OC or Justin Fields to battle out with OC.
Jalen Daniels needs to go to the combine and just run like a 5 flat 40, so that way, like, and just tell AP on the side, hey, bro, I'm doing this because, you know, I want you guys to pick me, dog. I'm gonna look like a shit. I'm gonna look like shit in the fucking combine now.
Just have them drop, yeah.
No, just give up your first round, give up your first and second round picks this year, and give up a third next year,
right before the draft.
And get Jaden Daniels.
Draft, you know what I mean? And then put it out on camera like and shit, like, and have teams be like, look at this guy.
Hey, Milka Beasley, I agree with you on that. I think O'Connell needs to change his number. Going into the next season, give him number 5. Give him Kerry Collins' his own number. You know what I'm saying? Because he's actually a better quarterback than Kerry Collins. So
you're gonna have a backup. You want a quarterback that's gonna want to move around everywhere, and then say like he gets hurt, and then you throw Aiden and O'Connell in there, that's not gonna do nothing but get sacked. I don't think if we get a guy like Jaden Daniels, Aiden O'Connell isn't going to be on this team anymore. Why work out? Why spend time with the guy if he's going to do the total opposite of what you spent all this money?
What you set up, right? I got you.
Yeah.
So then we would end up having to get a Bo Nix.
He's totally opposite. Nobody's like Aiden O'Connell in the draft, unless you go way down there.
Yeah. So then it's really looking at if we don't move up, if we don't get AP and Champ doesn't move up and make some moves or whatever or not, then we're going to get a second-round quarterback.
We're getting Jaden Daniels. I'm going to speak it into existence. Jaden Daniels.
I think we do what we can. We do what we can to get. We do what we can to get.
We'll be a Raider.
Get Jaden Daniels or Drake May. And
I haven't really watched May. I gotta watch this tape.
We'll be a Raider.
We can't get him, any of those guys. Well, what we throw at them, we don't want to give up our future for just one guy. But
so, answer me this.
Then we go get the free agents guy that we were talking about, and then get a guy like Bo Nix or someone that falls to us.
So, okay, answer me this. So you're telling me that, like, say if we get a Jaden Daniels, his athleticism puts him above Aiden O'Connell by leaps and bounds, right? Because he can run with the ball. And now I'm pretty sure.
And he can throw.
And he can throw, right? But let me finish.
10 times better quarterback.
Okay, but listen, let me finish. So if we scheme up a type of fucking offense that keeps him in the pocket, that's what we want him at. That's what we're doing. And you telling me Aiden can't fall into play at that? Because the simple fact is this: he's not as athletic, right? So they can battle it out for the fucking number 1 spot, right? So who's to say that fucking AOC can't fucking beat him out?
There's no battle between. There's no battle between Jaden Daniels and AOC. To me,
I don't think so either.
Not even close.
If you trade up to go get Jaden, there's no battle, dog. That's our day 1 quarterback next year.
Okay, agreed on that, right? But yet, knowing that, and knowing that we fucking gave up some fucking capital, what are you gonna do? Get a fucking 7th round fucking quarterback? Now the thing is though, so we have no.
You keep Aiden because he's under contract. So no matter what, you still
right.
Keep
so he's gonna be here regardless.
Yeah, he's gonna be at least for the next year or two.
But the whole thing is that you don't want Jaden Daniels. You don't want AOC in the game.
You want eventually you want eventually to kind of switch that out for somebody more mobile, maybe to back up Jaden Daniels. If Jaden Daniels is going to be your number 1, you want to eventually draft that out, or draft that out, or maybe address it in an upcoming fucking free agency. Another veteran guy who kind of fits that same type of shit. You know what I mean? Where they're mobile or something that could kind of pick up that offense that Jaden is running at the same time. But for the meanwhile, for sure, Aiden's going to be the backup. at least for a year or two.
I agree. I completely agree. But my biggest question is, say Jaden Daniels is a Raider, right? So obviously, as a head coach and as an offensive coordinator, I'm going to put Jaden Daniels in. Perfect. But also, they got to battle it out. But even though he's going to be the starting quarterback moving forward, what I'm trying to say is that the offensive coordinator and the coach have to say, hey, running quarterbacks, like Clark says, they usually get hurt, right? Look at fucking what's the name? Richardson came in, fucking showed him.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep. So, and who knows the offense better? Who would know the offense better? Who would know this group of guys better? AOC. You know what I mean? For now.
Right.
For
also, what I'm saying is that AOC offensive coordinator coming in is going to have to develop a plan or an offense that's going to work for both. Because the unexperienced fucking rookie coming in just because he was good in college doesn't necessarily transfer over to, it's very rare that it transfers over into NFL's game speed and all that stuff, because the game's going to be too fast for him. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make some bad throws. So because he's more athletic, he'll be able to maybe run for 5 yards, right? Instead of getting that sack, right? So what I'm trying to say is, if I'm coming in as the AOC, like say if I'm coming in as the offensive coordinator, I gotta have a game plan just in case, a backup plan to the backup plan for the backup plan. See what I'm saying? So you
gotta have two different game plans for two different quarterbacks for sure.
Exactly. Then you're gonna start confusing people, and then it's gonna be different. You want them to play damn near the same. You see what I'm saying? So you can't get rid of them. Now, I'm not saying you can't pick up another free agent quarterback somewhere out. Say Ritter gets fucking kicked off, or fucking Heineke or somebody. You know what I mean? Like say even not Jameis Winston. Whoa, sorry about that. Even Dods. Say Dobbs, right? Because Dobbs is a little bit mobile. So then Dobbs might actually move into that second spot if we pick him up. You see, I'm just saying that. But the offensive quarterback, when I'm sitting here looking at it, I can't have a running quarterback because my backup is not a running quarterback. So why am I going to turn around and do that? So I have to have an offensive game plan for a pocket quarterback. You know what I mean? And then
you have an emergency game plan.
Make some plays for fucking what's the name to run the ball or RPO and shit. Aiden's too slow to run an RPO.
Right. I was going to say
you have plenty of different game plans. I think they know that. Of course, they would know that, like if it's Jaden, they could run a lot of different type of offense where they could do a lot of RPO type shit like that. But I know for sure they're gonna have a backup game plan to where if it does come down to, like, say, knock on wood, a quarterback like that would suffer an injury that would keep him out a couple weeks, then I think for sure in that one game you would probably have like an emergency type game plan. But for sure you in those coming weeks, that would be more tailored to Aiden's, his fucking mechanics. You know what I mean? But of course, I think like for now, I think Aiden's going to have to be the guy as a backup. You know what I mean? I think he's short enough to at least be that. You know what I mean? But eventually, like I said, eventually you do want to get that out. Eventually, you do kind of want to work that out.
He's going to be an emergency quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But why waste your time? I know, Gabe. Why waste your time on a guy that ain't going to do what your offense is doing? You got thousands of plays for one guy, and your backup should know at least half of that and be able to do the same thing as your starter. He's a less athletic, maybe not as accurate, but to step in there and hold the game, maybe get you in field goal position or take time off the clock. Okay? Aiden is going to take sacks, throw balls out of bounds, be inaccurate, just like you said he was games before.
So question me this.
When we were saying, when all of us were saying we should have made the move, that game when Aiden wasn't doing shit, we was all down for Garoppolo better come in the second half. What game was that?
He's never showed me enough. He's never showed me enough to do to be a quarterback, to be a
dude
that
show you enough. He didn't score a fucking point in a game. We lost 3-0.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He never showed me enough to be a starting quarterback in this league.
Yeah.
But what he has
did he show you enough to be a backup? A backup?
Backup, yeah.
A backup,
yeah, for sure. I like what he did, especially how he ended.
But you want Aiden O'Connell. You want to secure a lead. You want to secure a lead. Our starter gets hurt. We're ahead 21-0 or 21-14 or 21-7 with a quarter left. You throw Aiden out there that can't score no points, and you end up losing the game.
No, I think Aiden, he's getting better. Though. He's getting a little bit better, and I think he won't ever get good enough to be a starter, but I think he'll get good enough to win those type of games. Like especially like against Denver. Like Denver was a real good game for him to finish off the year. That was a good game for him.
Yeah,
I like how he ended the year right there. But I just think that he could be a backup in this league, dog. Especially with more time under the same, you know what I mean, with the same team, the same type of group of guys. And then you just back up and kind of be like a mentor and maybe come in if you have to. But I don't know, man. I see Jaden as being a durable guy in this league anyway. So I'm not going to be one that's gonna like. I have been one of the guys to say that we do need 2 quarterbacks, but I think Jaden's the guy that's gonna come in and be durable, and we're not gonna need him, dog. But I think for sure Aiden could come in for a game or 2, dog, if you have to.
I'll put him in for victory, yo. I'll put him in for victory offense. That's it. So he's good at losing yards that way.
So I think personally, bro, Luminor and James being gone.
He had a better fucking in the amount of time that they played. He had, I think, better. Statistically, he was better than Bryce. And Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. I'm not seeing this.
Bryce Young was the number 1, and Bryce Young was the number 1 overall pick, though.
Yep.
And they didn't have better numbers than him.
Quarterback.
Like it's not. I'm not.
I think with a better offensive line, any quarterback can do good. Look at Goff and fucking Stafford are not mobile, and they made it to the playoffs, but they have a good offensive line and they have a good scheme, and they learned certain things. You know what I mean? And they weren't rookies. Stafford. I thought Stafford wasn't going to come back into the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? After that fucking one hit.
You're talking about the 2 teams that have the best wide receiver tandems in the NFL.
And we have good wide receivers too, but they also have offensive line. Great.
But you need somebody to get them the ball. You need somebody to throw them the ball, not high, not out of bounds.
So the one game, if you go back to the game when we scored 0 points, bro, how many drop passes were there? How much pressure was put on that fucking guy? Knowing that fucking Luminor was on the fucking left tackle's position and Mumford was on the right tackle, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't get it. It's their fault. It's their fault. The dude wants to hold the ball for 5 seconds. It ain't gonna happen.
Maybe it has to.
That ain't gonna happen, Lo.
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. So Tom Brady can turn around and have 6 seconds back there, fucking sitting there just bouncing, and then but he's still the greatest. But our quarterback can have all that fucking time.
I think with a better line, a lot of these quarterbacks can succeed back there, dog. I think it's this. If we can do that, I think Aiden can fucking. Because when he has time, he could be good.
Yeah, you better be good with a badass offensive line like that. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like when he's giving time. So if you can build that line up too good, I think he could be good.
I'm not saying that,
but
you're comparing it.
You gotta get a different number 1. You gotta get a different number 1, no matter what. But Aiden could be a backup, I think, for sure.
And 2. I think Aiden O'Connell will be a good trade bait.
I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet.
But he will be.
If we're saying that Aiden O'Connell is a fucking solidified fucking backup, yeah, everyone's like, "Ooh, I need that backup." I need that. Before the San Diego game, put the motherfucker in. He's the best quarterback we got. Remember that? Remember that? Remember that, Lo? And what was that saying? Y'all got what you wanted. Y'all got what you wanted.
The Saints are going to trade for Aiden.
I think with Mayo. I think he might do something in New England. He might do something in New England.
At the game against Denver, I'll tell you one thing though. When Aiden went out with that injury,
and Jimmy came in,
everybody booed him.
Everybody was like, when Aiden came back in, they were cheering so loud.
That's the best we had.
Exactly, because for sure he's better.
That's the best we had right there.
And he played good though in that last game. Made some good third down plays. He made some great third down plays.
Just look, okay. Imagine this. Say like McDaniel got fired when, just like McDaniel got fired when we went 1-3. Right? We were 1-3, and then the old man said, "You know what? Fuck this." Or Mark said, "Fuck this. I'm getting rid of these dudes right now." Do you think that Garoppolo, if he would have stayed in there, would have had a better season?
Nah.
No. AOC was going to end up playing anyway.
Over there. Why would he would have got hurt? He probably would have got hurt. He lost his job because he got hurt.
We were going to see AOC regardless. We even talked about that one way or another, and even with Jimmy being here, we already knew that like mid-season. I even said it. I remember saying that shit. I said mid-season we're going to fucking see his ass. He's going to be there. Nobody wants fucking Jorge to play.
Jimmy was playing, dog. With the way that Jimmy was playing, with more interceptions and touchdowns, just a lot of turnovers. Period. Like, and then with the new coaching change, there was no doubt about that. Like, that was the first thing that came into my head. Okay, that's for sure. Jimmy's getting benched. That's the first move that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I just knew that shit was gonna happen, dog. Like that shit was like a no-brainer almost.
Look at our number one draft.
He was playing bad, dog. Jimmy was playing fucking bad.
And you had just the same. You had just the same when Aiden was in there in the beginning. Yes, those last couple of games, he was playing better.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, it was.
The last game of the season. The last game of the season was his best game.
Yeah.
But that's why I kept backing up Jimmy in the first couple games too. I said, "Damn, he won." You know what I mean? When we were I think we were like, when we 2-1.
2-1.
You know what I mean? So then we ended up like 3-5, right? 3-5, and then that's when we gave up.
Yeah, we was around there,
okay.
3-5. When did he get fired?
2-1, and I was still backing him up. You know what I mean? I was still backing him up because he was going to turn over the shit. But then, like, little by little, dog, it was like he was getting worse and worse, and I was like, damn, fuck, dude, I can't back him up no more. I couldn't anymore, dog, and it was just like. And I jumped on that fucking train too. I was like, let's just fucking start AOC, dog. And then when they made that move, I was like, for sure they're making that move.
So this is what it was. We were the first three games, right? First three games, we won against the Broncos, one loss against the Steelers, and we were 1-2. And we lost against the Bills. And then when we played the Chargers, Jimmy was hurt. And then that's when your AOC threw that pick, right? And then
so we're 1-3.
Yeah, we were 1-3. Yeah,
we were 1-4 because we lost to the Chargers too.
1-4, yeah, we're 1-4, yeah.
And
we played the fifth.
We beat the Packers.
So that was 2-3.
And then we had Jimmy back then. Okay.
Yeah,
2-4 games.
And then we went 500. We beat the Packers, and then we beat somebody else to go 3-3.
We beat the Packers, and then we beat Patriots.
And we beat the Packers, then we beat New England to go 3-3. And then we were like, oh shit, we go 3-3. And then it was like we lost 2 in a row to the fucking Bears and the fucking
we lost to the Bears and then to the Lions. We lost to the Bears, Lions, and then we beat the Giants.
Yeah, that's when we got fired.
That's when AP came in.
After the Lions game, right, is when he got fired.
Yeah.
And then we beat the Giants. Then we beat the Giants and the Jets to start off with under AP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it started. Yeah, we
started
off 3-5.
Yeah, lost against the Dolphins.
3-5.
And Aiden put up 3 interceptions. Put up 3 interceptions that game. Then the Chiefs, we lost again, and Aiden put up he had a damn near perfect game. Well, he was 23 for 33, 248, and 1 touchdown, no turnovers. And then after that, we lost to the Vikings, won Chargers, beat the Chiefs, lost to the Colts, and then won the Broncos. So regardless of whatever, bro, like you know what I'm saying.
3 out of his last 4. He won 3 out of his last 4.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, man, I don't know. It's gonna be a long offseason, bro. It's gonna be a long fucking offseason.
It's gonna be an interesting offseason.
Yeah. I was saying if we brought in Baker Mayfield, we would be in the playoffs right now, and he's not the greatest quarterback. Jimmy G's spot was a horrible decision by McDaniels. Yeah, I'm so glad.
If we would have had Baker, we would have made it to the playoffs this year for sure. Yeah. I agree with that.
Yep. No excuses. Jimmy G sucked. Getting my Zamboni ready for.
If Baker would have gave the same performance that he gave to the Buccaneers this year, if Baker would have been that's the same type of quarterback, and we would have had him here in Vegas, for sure we would have made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
There's no way we're gonna get Mike Evans. Quit saying that.
We don't need that.
No, we got
it.
Get Mike Evans and put him with DA.
Well, look, if you look at the guys that we got right now, if you look on the screen right now, we have
Jacoby.
Listen, we got Myers, Mayers, and fucking Adams, and then, bro, those 3 guys alone, bro, are fucking Trey Tucker too. Trey Tucker's gonna be the new. He's gonna take Renfro's place, bro. Sorry, Renfro, but I think it's time to go. You know what I mean? So you know, we gotta really just realize, bro, that this is gonna be a long process, but we gotta see who's gonna be running the helm, bro. That's gonna change it.
And I think if we keep AP, we're gonna keep JJ, so we're gonna have a 2-headed monster back there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We got
Zamir
good, bro.
Zamir too.
Zamir, sincere.
No sincere. I'm not that sincere.
Nah, but Zamir showed that he could be a fucking good back in this league, though. That's one thing for sure. For doing it, especially when how he finished off the last 3 games, dog. 4 games. That shit was pretty tight. I think he had 3 games. 3 games with over 90 yards. 2 games with all-purpose of 150 plus. That dude, he finished off the year good, dog. Zamir showed a lot that I didn't think he had, and big ups to Zamir. But if we find a way to keep both of them, that's going to be good, dog, for whoever comes in at quarterback.
Hey,
he needed his touches, bro. That's all he needed.
Shout out Renfro, bro. He got paid good amount of money, bro, and stuff like that. And shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that 1 year that he was our number 1 receiver. Yeah. But I mean, bro, when one of the games when we're fucking,
Third and Renfro.
Third and Renfro has been gone for 2 years, bro. But what I was trying to say is, I appreciate him for him being here or whatnot, right? But what I'm trying to get at though is that Trey Tucker taking the spot is going to be cool, but I don't think Renfro is going to be really playing anywhere else if he doesn't play for us. But
you got more concussions than touchdown passes, bro.
No shit. But I was laughing when everyone was smoking cigars in the last fucking game. You see him in there. He's sitting there, and they put the camera on him. He's in there like this. He's coughing with the fucking cigar smoke. I'm like, yeah, he just, you know what I mean? That guy's. I mean, he has good hands. He's elusive, but he just can't keep the ball for the last 2 years, bro. And he's just too small to get. You know what I mean? It's like he's too small and not smooth. Usually, smaller guys are really, really fucking fast, and he's not fast. He's shifty. You know what I'm saying? It just knows how to get open, but these guys are just fucking laying into him, bro. But
keep him.
Yeah, he'd have to restructure that contract big time. So can't believe that Green Bay's going to be
done already.
Yeah.
What about all the people that got them? What about all them people that got number 13s, bro?
Hey, no, he's gone though. He's gone.
Yeah, he's got to be gone. But
Renfro's gone though.
So, guys, what are we doing this week? Are we going live? What's going on? What days are we doing? Are we still doing the Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or we're doing Tuesday, Thursday, Friday?
Let me check my palm. Let me check my palm pad.
Let me check my palm pad.
I ain't doing shit. I was gonna get drunk and watch the Grinch.
Good old Cat Williams, huh?
Yeah, that fucking guy.
That fucking guy is crazy, dog.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. Did you see the effect that he had on the internet, dog?
Bro, we gotta talk about that on.
You see how many views he got?
Hey, you owe us time, bro. Crazy. You owe us time. You owe us time.
I have no problem going live.
I know you got an important phone call, but you owe us time.
What?
What?
At least 30.
All right, everybody. So
I gotta take that away from you, bro.
You gotta take that away from me, Francho.
I should have 48 million views,
48 million. God damn! I wish. Well, I'm glad we don't got that much because then I'd have to pay Gravy, bro. I don't want to pay Gravy.
Crazy.
But yeah, man.
That was crazy.
Man, you act like I ain't got no dough, so.
Nah, I know you got dough. We all got dough, bro. Shit, we ain't tripping.
Crazy ass interview though. You haven't watched it? Go watch that shit. This is crazy.
Yeah, he said. Raider Pete said Renfro's heading to Sweet Caroline. Not hard pass on Renfro. Says Renfro's is gone. Says he wants to be fresh. He wants a fresh start from another team. I don't know, bro. I don't think.
I would say go to Carolina. That's like his area. Like he was from Clemson. Like go to Carolina. Dog. Go to Carolina Panthers. You know what I mean? I think that would be a good team for him to go over there. Go to like Carolina, Jacksonville.
He'll be end up being the third string, bro. He just.
Get Gruden picked on him. Have him go to New Orleans.
Go to the Saints. Go to the Saints. Yeah, go to the Saints.
That'll be good for him. That'll be good for him.
Go over there to the New Orleans Raiders over there.
So okay, so are we doing any mock drafts anytime soon?
No, not yet.
I can do a mock draft with no GM, bro.
Pick in Mike 3 more hours. Shit. So we'll go live on Tuesday, guys.
I mean, we can do one whenever, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's just not realistic yet. You know what I mean? That's why.
Yeah, I don't even want to do that.
Ain't even over.
We still gotta go through like free agency and shit like that and all that stuff, you know.
See, that's another thing too, bro. Like, I really want to like kind of dive into the free agency moving forward, bro, because if we turn around and end up not really even drafting and maybe even giving up our first, I don't say giving up our first round pick, but going into the draft, bro, because there's going to be, I mean, into free agency, we're looking at a lot of defensive players, another cornerback, you know what I'm saying? Seeing if we're going to keep fucking like, you know, a Meek or some shit or even Epps, you know what I'm saying? So, I like Epps a lot, bro, but I mean, I don't think we're going to pay him a lot. I don't think we're going to pay him a lot. You know what I mean?
No, Epps is a 2-year deal. He signed a 2-year deal.
Oh, so he got another year. Okay, cool. So there it is. See, and then we got Chris Smith. We got fucking Amari Burney that can maybe fucking get better. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that I'm afraid about going all in for a quarterback so high and putting all our into it. Unless we get like Daniels for me, and then I'm with it. But yet at the same time, these rookies coming in, they get banged up, they get hurt. All this stuff to where if we turn around and go get this offensive coordinator, we got AP, we got Champ or Ed Dobbs or whoever, you know what I'm saying? I'm more along the lines of wanting to keep AP, and we bring in, say, offensive coordinator for the Rams or some shit, you know what I mean? If we do some shit like that, right? And then we go get, you know, Jaden Daniels, and then he gets hurt, you know what I mean? And then we're stuck. There's so many different variables, bro. That's what makes it exciting.
He's not gonna get hurt.
Yeah, you know, I'm not saying that because, you know, we even Maine, bro. If we pick up Maine, cool, but there's a lot of different variables, bro. A lot of different variables that could fucking happen. But I'm saying if we turn around and end up, say we don't move up and we got that 13th pick, who are we gonna go for? You know what I'm saying? Who are we really looking at? What do we really need? Do we need a center? Do we need a defensive tackle?
From down here in SoCal, dog. Like, I know he has that dog in him, dog. Like, I know he's from down here from SoCal, from the fucking Dino. I know that fool fucking got it in him, dog. That fool Jaden. We gotta get Jaden.
Yeah, I want Jaden too, bro. I really want Jaden. There's nothing stating that I want him at all, bro. I want fucking Jaden, dog. That's it. You know what I mean? What if we take Stafford? Bring Stafford in.
Who?
Stafford.
Oh shit! Stafford's not going nowhere.
He'll get us to the playoffs. No, I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, no, but he ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
He's living in LA nice, though. He ain't living nowhere.
Well, from LA to Vegas is only a 3-hour little shot, bro.
I know, but for him, I think he likes it in LA. He already won a fucking championship there.
Yeah. But yeah, guys. So
they have a good team. The Rams have a good team.
Go ahead and go. What happened?
The Rams have a good team to build off of, though. Puka looks good. Kyron Williams looks good. I mean, you get these guys fucking another year. Puka looks fucking like a beast, man. You know, Cooper Kupp started off the year.
Can't beat the Detroit.
I know that was a good game though.
Who's IMP? Who's IPM? Who's he talking about? Stepper. Who are you talking about? IPM. Who's that? I don't know who that is. Clark saying not to draft up, bro. I don't know.
No. I think that's going to be the move. I think that's going to have to be the move. To be able to get one of those top 3 guys, you're going to have to. And I don't say go move into like, I think if you move into at least 5, if you could go into like 5, like you could convince to get to like 5 where you don't have to move so much, still going to cost you. But where you don't have to move so much, because you move to 1, if you try to go to 1, it's going to be a lot. I say if you go to like 5, I think you still have a very good chance. If you move up to like 5, you have a very good chance to like go probably still get like a Drake May or a fucking Jaden Daniels.
Top 10.
So we'll see. We will see.
I hope. Well, Isaiah Palmao, what's the reason why we getting a bunch of safeties, bro? Why we get Christopher Smith? Why we get Mike Epps? He ain't ready. He ain't got it. He good. He badass in special team.
So look, there's fucking Jordan Travis. I don't know who that is. I need to look into him. Cam Rising, Sam Hartman,
Marcus Epps.
Marcus
Epps.
Oh, I keep saying Mike Epps.
Marcus Epps. Yeah, Mike Epps.
Marcus Epps.
McCarthy, I'm cool. Jaden Daniels, looking at number 9 top.
Will never find.
Jaden Daniels. What about Jalen Daniels?
Who's that?
Jalen Daniels from Kansas.
I don't know him. I gotta check it out.
These are the top 10. Listen, check this out. These are the top 10 fucking quarterbacks coming out this year. Caleb Williams, and this is on ESPN. This is where they're ranked, right? Penix Jr., Drake Maine, North Carolina, Bo Nix, Jordan Travis from Florida State. He has 24 touchdown passes and 5 interceptions, 400 yards rushing, and 7 rushing touchdowns. QBR of 80.
But he just tore his ACL.
Okay. Tore his ACL, you gotta wait. He's the one that played for Florida State.
Yeah. So okay, well, regardless, but ACLs, you can just bounce off of that shit really, really quick.
Yeah, you pick him late, and then let him sit. He'll beat out Aiden the next year.
Well, see, there you go. See,
he's fucking tight.
This is making me think. And see, this is what I'm thinking. Remember Palomar, right? You know, shout out Stepper. We were talking about Palomar, right? When he first came out, I remember Gravy was giving SC, shout out SC, you're giving him shit like, nah, he's not gonna this, that, and third, but he's actually developing. He's going into his 3rd year, I believe. His 3rd year, right?
Next year will be his 4th, 3rd year.
3rd year. It would be his 3rd year. So the thing is, like some of these guys need time to develop, and just letting certain coaches to actually put them in a certain position to actually get some playing time. Palomar did that. You know what I mean? So we got to start really being realistic on where we have to go, because we might be a little bit low on the totem pole. So like Cam Rising had 465 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns, and 3,000 passing yards for 26 touchdowns. That's not too bad. But
where did he play?
He played for Utah. Jalen. But see, they have Jalen Daniels at 9, bro. I'm down, bro. He's a 5th-year senior. He's a super senior. Oh, is it? I didn't know that they were cousins. I thought they just said it was cousins. You know what I mean? Cat Williams has that 4.47, bro. Hey, shit, I'll take him quick.
4.37.
It was a fool, dog.
So look, so
did somebody else say that, Gabe? They read a 4.37 too. That's the second person I said they read a 4.37.
Oh shit, I don't even know. Hey, so look, so there's Jaden Daniels, and then there's Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I want Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Jaden, I don't know, bro. Come to the Raiders, buddy.
Hamina. You get Harbaugh, we're gonna get JJ McCarthy.
It's gonna happen, dog. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's the plan.
We're gonna figure it out.
Crystal ball. I have a crystal ball, dog. It told me already.
In how many seconds? What's your fastest 40, Gravy?
When I was in high school?
Yeah.
4.48.
3.9.
3.9.
4.4. I ran like a 4.48 fastest I ever done.
Hey,
now I'm probably like a fucking 5 something.
Nah, to be honest, I ran a 4.8.
I'm a distance runner. When I ran a 4.8.
No, I ran a 4.8 as a linebacker. I wasn't that fast, but I was 4.8. I mean, I was excited about that shit. 4.8 though, because it was like different. 4.8 was to me was fucking fast. 4.8.
Yeah,
get your grub on, Mike.
Grub on, brother.
Get your grub on. Take a break.
Well, guys, we're gonna get out of here. So I'm thinking Tuesday, guys. What do you think? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tacos Tuesdays. Man, we had up to like, I think I seen 80 people in here at one point. I think we had 80 people in here, Brand. Thank you guys for pulling up, man. Appreciate you guys. Go hit that like button on the way out, bro. It helps with the alcoholism. I mean, the algorithms. Whatever that is.
It was 80 something people in it. Me and Gabe was by ourselves.
Yeah, but when I left, it shot up, bro. Shot up like
it dropped down to 62 as soon as it
right when it came in there, it went down to the 50s and I pulled up.
Much love to my boy Low, man.
Yeah, shit. Man, you know I got respect and love for you guys, man. Shout out to you guys. Hit the like button on the way out, man. Thank you guys. We'll be live Tuesday at 8 o'clock, and then we'll figure it all out, man. But like we always leave, man, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Raiders!